Maybe turn this a little bit.
Oh, there we are.
There we go. Sweet. Hello, everybody. We got Daniel here. Daniel.
Hello.
The studio. What's up, Llama? What's up, Casper? Say hi.
Hello.
How's he coming through? Can you hear him? What up, Van Kirk? What's good, buddy? Welcome. Waiting for people to mosey on in. Loud und clear.
Am I clear?
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Doing Gucci. Doing quite good.
Sweet. Well,
there you go. Put it on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get him a nice close. Get up in the camera. Show.
Yeah, let's go.
We got our buddy here. Oh no.
Nah, me and Jordan, dude, this is a brother of mine.
No,
We're
he's
teasing.
He's teasing.
I know.
Yeah. No, Daniel and I, we go way back. We've been friends for years. We've had awesome political conversations.
Yes, sir.
Daniel appreciates me because I can talk to him without
shooting me.
Sniveling fucking leftist.
We can have
without
political debates without the violence, you know?
Bro, that was okay. I'm gonna be a little edgy here for a second, okay?
Edgelord.
That man, that was kind of like a perfect shot from that far.
Jesus Christ. No.
No?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, it was a little to the left.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know about shooting, so.
Pretty positive he was aiming for the head. Headshot. Yeah. And, you know, sniper at 200 yards isn't like
you should be able to hear the
shot.
It's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Chris Kyle had a mile long.
Oh, okay. What up, Sleepy?
I mean, that's like at the highest. What do we got here? Great hat. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah. Sleepy's a Trump guy.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I like that. You're growing the base a little bit more.
Sleepy's actually been one of my best supporters from the beginning. Sleepy's a G. We disagree on stuff, but you know we're always respectful to each other. He's a good guy. I like him a lot, even though we
I like
disagree.
Steele a lot too. I met Sammy in person. Steele's a cool guy.
I was wondering where's
Steele. I met him.
Steele, you met Steele.
Steele.
His real name is not.
Not allowed to be mentioned.
They don't know what his real name is yet. Yeah.
I actually made that up.
Yeah. No worries. I don't think they could hear you, but Steele is a great guy. Steele has been here. I don't know if he's going to show up on camera. He wasn't too keen on coming on camera, but Steele's around, so.
You know, it's tumultuous times.
Yeah, but Daniel wanted to come in and, you know, talk with you guys. And
yeah, you know, it's so this is what game you playing? This is No Man's Sky?
This is No Man's Sky.
Cool. Well, shit, dude. Did you have anything that you wanted to launch off with, start talking about?
Typical liberal muting people. Fuck off.
That's right.
You can hear them now. They couldn't hear you at first, Llama and Casper, but they can hear you now.
They can hear me now?
Well, no, they can hear you. They couldn't hear the two of them. They're on the left, Sleepy. If anything, I was doing Trump work here.
Well, what do you usually start off talking about, Jordan?
Well, usually we go into like news stuff, but let's see. I guess the big piece of news today has been the Venezuelan thing.
What's the Venezuelan thing?
Some more boats that were struck off the coast of Venezuela. Hang on. U.S. strikes a second Venezuela boat, killing 3, Trump says. What up, Anthrax?
Currently,
welcome. Good to see you, buddy. It was a solid shot, but I bet he wasn't going for the neck. 200 yards-ish with proper rifle is something you can do with a weekend of practice. Okay. Yeah, well, that shows you how much I fucking know. Oh, and Llama's...
I can iron sight head tap at 300 meters.
He's ex-military.
I believe
an M4, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Llama can let us know as well. Oh, fucking...
Gotcha.
Want me to
So what else is new? They got Ileana Omar being removed from committee assignments. Everybody's taking a vote on that.
Yeah, I'm not too upset about that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy
I don't
with
really
that.
like her that much.
One way to start removing her from office.
Yeah. I'm just muting MAGA because my mean replies on here are just shouts into the. Well, you could talk to the man himself, but he's my friend, so be nice.
Yeah, you don't have to be nice. I don't really mind. So we could talk about
That's true,
anything.
and he's been in chat a few times actually.
Yeah.
With you guys.
Right. I've been in your chat. I was in your Discord. I kind of am like
Sleepy Joe.
disengaged from your Discord now because
Bro, more
it's
than
just-
fair. I peeked in there
Yeah.
today and I was like, "What the
it's
fuck?"
just so extreme. It's
I'm
like,
gonna have to-
It reached a point where it's not about political
MAGA
debates. Your
Daniel
Discord
is a-
chat is like full of terrorist sympathizers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about moderation. Casper, you and I will probably have to talk about upping some of the moderation in the Discord. at
Is
some point.
is
Upping the
making
moderation, what?
Oh, Llama,
Sorry,
you
go.
as well, because you're a mod now too.
yeah. What's the stuff that you guys were not happy? I guess I just haven't. paid too
Man,
much attention.
Thanos saying specifically, which drove me crazy, is him saying he hopes the killer gets away, and then this is like a message and kind of like a lead, and that's an issue we had over at Fairfax High School
Yeah,
today.
and
They
mind
talked
you-
about a LA high school teacher. I drive by that high school every day because my girlfriend lives down the street from it. But he just said that's this is the right
You're
step.
off camera, buddy. Come
Oh,
on,
my
come
bad.
on.
Let me get on in. He said
Or
this
you
was
can-
like
if
a
you,
right
back
step.
up like a little bit. It'll make it
Okay,
easier.
okay, like from the back.
But always.
All right, brother.
Always.
But yeah, man, he it's just that's such extremist language to want to encourage more people to shoot like other.
Mind you, he's pro Luigi as well. So.
Right, which is that's terrorist sympathizing. That's no longer
Yeah.
radicalism. It's one thing to be radical. I thought you guys were a group of progressives. Not really. You're a
I'm
group
not
of
a
radicals.
progressive.
You're
I'm a liberal.
yeah. Well, even
I'm a
in
liberal, not a progressive.
Yeah.
right, but even
tanky.
yeah.
You are not a tanky, dude.
But
No
I mean,
way
it
you're
reaches a
tanky.
point. It reaches a point. Just define tanky to me. Is that somebody who would encourage like political violence?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's beyond radicalism. That's terrorism.
Like Hassan is borderline a tanky.
Yeah. So that's
No,
that's
borderline. He just is a tanky.
he just
Well,
isn't tanky.
yeah, but he tries to be careful about it.
No,
Because,
he's
I mean-
out. He's like straight up said that he was an ML.
Oh, okay.
His own words.
There it is.
I wouldn't make.
There
I
it is.
wouldn't make that up.
Yeah,
but-
Casper, we are talking about Discord.
So yeah, when you
Okay,
have
I wanna
What
Thanos,
up? Yeah,
make sure I
yeah,
was watching
welcome.
something.
when you have Thanos saying, "I hope the killer gets away," and this sparks a revolution or whatever, more killers, and like not one person condemns that language in the chat, I'm like, ah, shit, dude, I'll just completely disengage from this because anything I say in any political debate, which I do, like, never fight it, you know.
You gotta pass me the not the big hat, but the smaller one
This
in there.
one?
Yeah.
Alright, do
They
it.
just
Run it.
paid
Hey,
for me
let's
to
do it.
wear. They just paid for me to wear the tanky hat.
Fuck
so.
yeah, dude, fucking wear it.
Yeah.
Who you got on there? Fidel Castro?
No, this is from actual Soviet Russia. We got this when we lived in Moscow.
Stalin? Oh, Lenin?
Well, Gorbachev, I guess.
Gorbachev.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Gorbachev time. There
You
go.
should add Mao to it.
Mao. Well, it's Russian.
Oh my
so.
god.
It's Russian, so
Oh my
probably.
It might be Russian, but it's still, you know.
It's got all like
I have
Soviet
the Russian,
shit.
the fur hat. Don't really know what it's
Well,
called.
those are
but
cool.
I have that from Russia.
Yeah, those are good. That's just
These-
style.
Listen, very authentic. Okay, from Soviet
It
Russia.
came from Russia, okay? It was from when I was over there. Everyone
push
in my
that back
family,
just a little bit so it's not hanging
every
off?
every
The computer.
side of my family has one.
Thank you. Doc.
Oh
Appreciate
my god.
it. Is this tripping you out?
But I mean, those hats are cool looking, so I get it. There's
Thank
a
you.
difference. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like we canceled Hugo Boss.
Well,
Like,
when we were
still-
there, too,
we
like-
still liked to wear fashionable clothes, no matter what.
I
side
look
of
like I'm in the
political
Boy
spectrum you're on.
Scouts. Yes, very good Boy Scouts. I blend in very well.
I like this dynamic, actually.
It's a funny thing.
I
We
was
have
thinking
fun with this.
That dynamic hurts my soul.
I mean, yeah.
So he also has some sick drip,
I should
especially
start
cold weather
making
drip.
notes,
True.
huh?
I also have an
Yeah,
officer's
start
hat.
making
I don't know
notes.
if you want to put that on top of your hat real quick. See if you
I
can.
realize I've gotten so
But what is this?
schizo with
This is a
my
Soviet
with my
officer's
research
hat.
that I got to start making
Oof.
notes.
Yeah, genuine.
Wow. I mean, I'll put
It's
it on
important.
just real quick.
It's a tough one to get it on.
I mean, I don't know if it's clearly meant
Yeah,
for a
and
tiny
the brim
head.
is kind of loose.
This is the hat meant for children.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Oh, that's when I got it. I was a kid. That's
Okay.
true. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anyway.
It's okay. I didn't really want to wear a Soviet Union hat.
President Donald Trump has been in another military strike against a boast that he was carrying illegal drugs from Venezuela to the U.S., telling reporters the operation left 3 people dead and big bags of cocaine and fentanyl floating around in the ocean. Strike resulted in 3 male gang members killed in action. He wrote in a social media post, no U.S. forces were harmed in the strike. Be warned. Oh, we're all in caps. Be warned, if you are transporting drugs that could kill Americans, we are hunting you. The strike was the second of its kind in less than 2 weeks in what appears to be an unprecedented use of lethal military force against a criminal enterprise. In the past, the U.S. government has relied on the U.S. Coast Guard and law enforcement personnel to board vessels for inspection, much as it did on Friday.
You gotta think, if we did this during his first term, we could have saved Mac Miller. You know? How many
Did
other
my chat show up, Casper?
It's called the Ushanka.
Oh.
Comrade
Comrade
MAGA
MAGA?
Daniel. That's funny.
Oh, the hat, it's called the Oshanka.
The Oshanka.
Oh, the one that I
the
have?
officer's
Awesome.
hat.
Yeah, the furry one.
Oh, the furry one.
Yay! I have the name. I'm gonna call everyone in my family and tell them that's what it's called. We've never
What's
cared
the-
enough to find out. We just call it the Russian fur hat.
What's
got
the
a fur
big
coat to
furry
match?
Hasidic hat?
As long as you don't call it the Russian furry hat.
The Russian
No,
furry hat.
no, that's
Actually,
that's a
that could
very
be an
different
amazing cosplay.
Yeah, the
if you
Russian
think about
furry?
It. Like, how do we incorporate more
hat.
comrade
Oh,
furries?
it probably exists.
I'm sure it already
What's the
exists,
internet?
bro.
Was it 34 or 43? I think it's 34. It probably fucking exists.
34. It's Rule
There's probably an
34, I
X-rated
believe.
version
Yeah.
of it.
What are furries other than people that just found a new form of bestiality?
Well, it's actually, apparently, it's not always sexual, I've been told.
Well, not always sexual is like the 1%.
Well, that's a little elitist of you, isn't
No,
it?
it's more like a cosplaying.
I'm gonna repeat myself. I
role-playing
do not
kind
feel
of
bad
thing.
about
It's
Charlie
not even,
himself.
It doesn't even necessarily mean that you're like a cat or a dog or a fox or an owl or or a horse or whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're that animal. It's just like somewhere to like cosplay and role play that you're someone else.
Okay.
That's really what it. Majority of it is, of course, the internet.
well,
There's always gonna
Just
be
to
sort of
interrupt the
sexuality.
fucking furry discussion
what
here
about
for
the
a second.
What about the people
There
who
are
are
people
asking
that'll
for
probably
litter boxes
sexualize
at
it.
hotels?
Yeah.
Oh, there are people who sexualize it, absolutely.
Certainly. So, Anthrax says, I'm going to repeat myself. I do not feel bad about Charlie himself. However, we cannot have self-justice or politically motivated violence. His kids, however, are the ones who really got messed up. His wife is a cunt, though. Don't really care that much.
So, I mean, I still find that insensitive, but that's fine to have that opinion. Ultimately, I think there is an alarming rate, because the statistics went out. 88% of boomers say that political violence is wrong. We're at a generation now, a Gen Z, that only 52% say it's wrong. That means that basically half of all Gen Zers think that for certain circumstances, political violence is necessary or okay. I mean, at what point do we start changing the dialogue and rhetoric so we could fucking heal this nation? Go ahead.
I would say probably when the president of the United States makes that address to unilaterally disarm and everyone to chill out.
Yeah, I would agree.
Probably a good start.
And then all governors, senators follow suit, and people
100%,
truly make efforts.
Yep.
No, we can't have teachers teaching classes in schools pushing that kind of ideology either. So the whole thing with the Fairfax school, that's crazy. He said 1 dead, millions to go. Far right extremism must be stopped. But that's a teacher at Fairfax High School here in LA, and he's actually the president of the Gay Straight Alliance. So then it also comes to how much of this ideology, political violence, is I don't know. It's just more extremist views, whether it's far right or far left. How much of the LGBTQ community is more extreme than the average liberal?
Well, I would just look at the average political, all the political violence that has occurred, especially post BLM. The vast majority of the perpetrators have had right-leaning, I guess, associations. So I would look to see what's going on the right that's causing their side to do shit like this.
I've heard of multiple transgender shooters when it comes to mass shooters. I would need
Percentage-wise is
I mean,
there's the
percentage-wise
Catholic
is what I would
shooter.
look at, right?
Yeah.
Right, or
especially even per capita, it's below there. It's below per capita for them versus the population.
Right, but how many transgender people even make up the population compared to how many trans
No,
people
what I'm
are
saying
in mass
is
shooting?
adjusting for that.
Yeah,
It's
per
even
capita.
lower. Yeah.
People like to highlight though things like that. Those things like that happening though to like turn it into something that it really isn't. Like bring up the Ukrainian lady and that black guy or whatever. The vast majority of like crime or like violence that's committed against white people is committed by other white people.
Right, but 55% of the crime in America, or violent crime, is committed by a black minority.
But not on white people. I'm
Right,
talking
and
about
most of the crime
white
is
on white crime is the
committed
highest.
to themselves. But I mean, no matter what, I'm pro Trump putting the National Guard through Chicago just to start calming down like how many shootings there really are. What are you trying
No,
to
I
do?
was saying put it in the.
Okay.
You just put it in the hat there.
Well, it's
What up, Cinderella?
Yeah, I know that most white on white crime is going to happen. The thing with the subway situation is, if we could look that up, there was an AG, they poured $3 million. It was like from Black Lives Matter and Tifa funds of getting all these prisoners out on early release. And so that man had 14 arrests and he had the police called on him. His mother said there's something wrong with him. He's saying he's hearing voices. He's had 14 prior arrests. He was out on an early release, and then he murdered somebody. So it does reach a
yeah. I
point
think
where
that guy
like
should have been institutionalized.
he should have, and also, and I totally agree with that. And like whatever we could put funding towards stuff like that instead of early release on criminals, we need to create better reform than just allowing people to come back out. And then it's like situations like the Daniel Penny thing in New York. I mean, how many politicians were quick to say Daniel Penny's a racist? He killed that man unfairly and justly. It was a white on black crime. But it's like that guy had 45 assault cases.
I'm still not
And
like
then
I'm still
at
not
what
like
point
super up to
did
date on
people
the
have
Daniel
to keep
Penny
ignoring
thing.
that guy
But I know there are people in chat
until he commits? Go ahead.
who
You can-
are. Oh, jeez.
I mean, but like, at what point
Who
did
are
like
who,
Daniel
who
Penny
might
not
want to
commit what
debate the
he
Daniel
did?
Penny thing?
Sorry, I don't mean to step over you, but
No, you're good. You're good.
At what point does like Daniel Penny not do what he did, and that same guy ends up murdering a woman, just like what happened on that?
So all his
to the
apparent. So
Ukrainian.
says all his arrests were misdemeanor. MAGA does not want to fund healthcare. Anthrax says why not give funding to the police force there instead and make sure they're well trained instead of sending the military in. That's kind of been my position the whole time. As someone who lived near Charlotte for a long time, hearing anyone call it a subway is sign number one. You don't actually care it's a light rail. Apparently, I didn't fucking know.
I'll call it
Apparently,
a
the
train.
Lib News never reported it, but somehow the right doesn't know Charlotte doesn't have a subway. They just know they saw a black man stab a white woman.
We're not killing
so
people
we're
for
killing
future
people for
crimes. The guy defended somebody who was assaulting people. The misdemeanors are still assaults that just weren't like brought in as felonies. No matter what, there's multiple people that said they were assaulted by that guy on that subway system in New York. So Daniel Penny apprehended a person who was going crazy. If you've ever been in a situation where you watch a homeless person go crazy and violent in the street, when you're trapped in a subway with them, it's a terrifying situation.
Sleepy.
Most of the time, we just try to cross the street out here in LA because we don't. But like even when you're
Most
on the
people
bus,
on the left don't believe that, Sleepy. That's not true. You're talking about the more extreme people. That not calling someone their preferred gender is violence.
I mean, there is a lot of
Yeah,
people that
most
feel that
people
way,
do
though.
not think that.
They
I'm on
don't.
the left.
Most people don't. That's an extreme. I mean, we would say you shouldn't do that, but we wouldn't call it violence. Well, no, but you said the left thinks. That's kind of like a. Everybody,
implying
no?
that like everyone or the majority
Yeah.
at least.
It's like a blanket statement.
Well,
Well, then you should specify like
a little
extremists.
specificity would be nice then. That's fine.
Because I wouldn't lump you guys into like the cringe like Proud Boy
Yeah.
KKK people.
Right.
No.
Because
No, you're fine.
they're on the
You're
right.
fine.
And,
You know?
you
I
that's
get it
something-
now. You
That's
can
something
move
I
on.
told Jordan too. Like, this assassination of Charlie Kirk plus this like reaction to it is
Cinderella.
going to cause more people to go into extremes like Proud Boys, which is something we had a conversation of that day or the next day. It's
Yeah,
just
but
like,
that's not good. This
It's
should be
not
the
good.
sign for everybody to chill the fuck out.
we gotta. I don't know. Ultimately, like the from the left to the right, we gotta tone down and figure out.
Yeah, everybody. And I think one of the most important, well, and I've heard this from a lot of people, and I kind of agree. Look, I saw you posting, like, Gavin Newsom coming out and condemning the whole situation, and
That's
those,
the right
and
move.
those people on the left who came out and they were like, this is awful, this is awful. We need Trump to come out and be like, look, we all need to turn down the temperature. I think that would be really, really important for him to do, and I don't think he's doing that because it's not really his brand.
Nah.
So I would really love to see him do that personally.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, then do you not see like the
person's-
problem then if Trump's not doing that? Like, how
No,
does
it's-
like what? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he's not like everything Trump does is the best ever kind of guy. He can
No.
recognize when Trump is.
I can recognize when he's pretty sociopathic too. Like, you know, there's a few things
That's
that
fair.
Trump rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you know, I'm pro-Trump because I was very against what like the Democratic Party was leaning towards.
what's that?
I mean, you know,
You
the
speak
fact
up a
that
little
there's-
bit?
I gotta speak up. All
Yeah.
right. There's like a lot. Maybe I just got leaning closer. Is it all being read through that?
It's going through here. Yeah.
Copy. I mean, there's several things. Like one, pushing trans ideology through schools. That was like a major deal breaker for me. If like,
Okay, wait. Can we just for a second just address that
Yeah.
before we push to the next thing? I think that that's not real. Whatever people say that like the Democrat Party pushed trans ideology in schools, give me an example of like on the national. I mean, I think the national stage would be the most pertinent place to look. Like Kamala Harris or Biden. Give me an example of their campaign and their policies they were running on, where they actually were pushing for, I guess, trans ideology in schools, and then maybe I'll believe that. I guess
anybody who's currently like promoting the idea that there's more than two genders.
At
That's
all?
that's a queer theory that
You
was
mean
created in the
in
90s.
school.
Yeah, and
Specifically.
pushing
No,
it
in
specifically
schools, yeah.
in schools. They are pushing that in schools though. There's so
Kamala
many
Harris
different
pushed that specifically.
I'm not
like
saying Kamala Harris did, and I'm not saying that there's
Yeah.
certain Democratic politicians that are, but the fact that it's being
Wasn't that
pushed in
important
schools
if
en
you
masse.
feel that way?
Well, I do believe that they're allowing it, and I do believe that voting for somebody who's on the right is going to push back against this and have like proper standards in school where we no longer push queer theory and like feminist theory that was like created in the 90s into our school system as if this is now truth. Like this is something that all children should be taught, but they have been pushing this into schools. And so I voted for
fair
candidate
enough. You know
that
what?
was going to fight
I
against
respect
that.
There's parts of
I can
feminist
respect
theory,
that to
though,
some degree, but
are
would
fine,
you feel the
like
same way
treating
about like
women
people
equally.
on the right that are trying to
like
push
anyone else.
religion in schools?
I do. That's why I actually appreciated the South Park episode. I'm not trying to have religions or gender theory pushed in schools. I want schools to have at least up until college. And I think then college, you can start having these conversations and you can start creating these classes and have these different theories. And people can sign up for these elective courses if they want to do this.
But I don't think having
for it to be
kids
pushed in
means
elementary, middle, or high
not allowed to
schools
have, like, a
and
position on
to
it.
teach anything that's not just like basic curriculums that, I find it wrong. Like ultimately, I find
I
it
just
wrong.
don't know. Is there a state specifically you could point to where they had
Washington, Oregon.
He's not really MAGA. I just call him that because it's easier to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure if I were to look it up,
Because we have
I don't
two
know
Daniels.
part
If
of
we didn't
any
have
of
two
their.
Daniels.
I think that if I
There's-
looked up any of their school, like for when it comes to like schools like rubrics, right? Like that's state mandated, right? And then sometimes even locally they'll have caveats or certain things they need to abide by. And then there's like the federal mandates, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I've ever seen an example of on a state level where they mandated gender theory or trans ideology especially in elementary schools. Like or high schools. I'm just not aware of that existing or that having had existed.
But there are countless examples of it existing. There are examples of elementary school teachers allowing children to choose their pronouns.
Well, those are specific teachers, right? Like I don't agree with them doing that. But if it's not like mandate, oh, sorry. Okay, that's fair.
That's essentially what.
And I don't
same
disagree
with
with you.
I don't want a teacher to push Judaism, Islam, Christianity in our schools. We should allow freedom of religion. And I personally don't believe in that trans ideology that there's more than two genders, and I don't think we should be pushing that in school systems either.
I agree that it should probably be left like if there's going to be like maybe a college class on it, sure, but
yeah,
like
absolutely, that's fine.
It can be there. But I agree. I think the only thing that should be taught in terms of like sex or gender or any of that crap in schools is probably just like the shit they teach you in health class in like 7th grade.
Yeah,
like, hey,
agreed.
you probably should wear a condom. Make kids aware of like what STDs are, because in states where they don't do that, kids tend to transmit sexually transmissible diseases at a higher rate. So it's probably good that it doesn't have to be super in depth, but like at least give kids like
I believe in
basic
healthcare
understanding.
classes, basic understanding. basic protections and understanding of what can happen if you have, early age sex and all the dangers that come with it.
I would say,
just,
a European sex education.
Yeah, simple. I mean, I don't. There's reached just a new generation though, where a lot of teachers are teaching just a different value system than I grew up on.
Well, but that's kind of always going to happen, right?
Yeah,
I'm not saying
but it's
I
happening
necessarily
extreme.
agree
And
with
so
it.
my girlfriend made a good point because she was a elementary school teacher, a kindergarten teacher, and dude, she talked about how many people. I guess I didn't look up the statistics. This is just theory out there. But how many people were removed from school systems because they refused to get vaccinated? You got to kind of wonder how many conservative voices got removed from school systems and replaced. Currently, our teachers throughout elementary to high school are at a much younger age. Like the average age of a teacher now is a lot younger than like when me and Jordan went to school. Or, I mean, anyone around my age went to school.
I mean, I can give you a prime example of how the European system works, or even Asian. Right? Take a look at China, India, Russia, anywhere in main Europe, Europe, Germany, France, Poland, right? They all have half the STD rate of America. America has 20.433 thousand per 100,000 people who have STDs, right? Russia, 19,681, right? Slightly less, but also high, right? Then you go to Ukraine, very high because, they don't have the best sex education. But then you go to countries that have historically had peace and proper education to these things. Poland, 11,000. Germany, 15,000. Netherlands, 14,000. 12,000. Australia, 14,000. Canada, 13,000. Go to the countries that have less education. South Africa, 43,000. Zambia. America shouldn't be comparable to countries in Africa or South America when it comes to education with STD and sex education.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all that. I actually come from like one of the STD capitals of the world,
What's that?
Beach.
Where's that?
Daytona Beach.
Oh, Florida man.
I
Florida
promise
man.
you, that is not the STD capital. The STD capital of the world is actually
of the
South
country. It's
No,
probably
he's
of the
talking about
country.
America. Probably in America. though.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I don't think it's of the world, but I remember it being like insanely high, and at least probably of America. My bad. You said South Africa's the highest?
Yeah, 43,000 per 100,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was a.
Yeah, that's just fucking.
And
50
I'll
shot.
post the source where I'm getting this from. Yeah, that's South Africa, right? Compared to the United States. The United States should have a better education when it comes to sex. Look at Germany, France, Poland, Russia. How is it these countries, right, have a better sex education than America, despite America having some of the best schools and doctors in the world?
Because we have a lot of people who try to interfere with our sex education because of their religious points of view. It really kind of sucks.
Yeah, we also have a really poor education system in certain communities, and so that probably
But
adds.
the difference is the Catholic and Christian religious capital, Italy, where it was created, but fundamentally in the modern sense, right? 12,000. Go to Saudi Arabia.
I was about to say
15,000.
I went to a Catholic school in like the sticks, and we had pretty rigorous health class. It was like hey, if you have sex, this is what's gonna happen to your penis. Insert like gonorrhea, chlamydia, like literal fucking images
but
of
also
it.
don't forget
Fear
yourself.
tactics.
If you touch yourself, your dick's gonna fall off.
That also is part of it. Yes.
I was told my
Like,
mom
hell.
to grow
Proved that
hair.
wrong so many times by
Real
now.
quick before we get off this conversation,
Okay.
Cinderella's here. He wants to talk. He's the one who's been to school the
just recently,
the most recently. So he's going to talk
Days.
about his his experience with the trans
Your little
ideology in
experience.
college.
Yeah, my little experience.
Sorry.
Well, I guess the biggest things were just definitely that were kind of institutionalized were, for example, pronouns. And I felt like being a left-leaning person, where like the vector that I felt most uncomfortable with, that I felt was kind of like leveraged as a tool, is doing things in the name of inclusivity. And I felt like it was done in like a condescending, pretentious way, like.
Like virtue signaling.
Precisely, and that's been like hardcore institutionalized even into like the homecoming, like the orientation week, and like for example, one thing that I thought was like kind of awkward one time is I was studying in like a study group room, and there was like some sort of club coming in, and all of the clubs have this standardization of inclusivity, but yeah, this was like for African American people, and they kicked me out of the study room. And I just was like, I thought that was like like I don't know, just
inclusivity
fucked up.
The American
like fucked up, like what the fuck is this? But it was okay because I was white, whatever.
Well,
Yeah, no, I agree. That's
the American education system operates in a simple proxy, right?
We'll give you
your
Australia,
gay rights.
eat my ass.
Oh yeah, but hold on. We'll give you your gay rights, but we'll be very condescending and make you feel shit about having those, gay rights. We'll we'll give you your pronouns. We'll normalize it, but we'll make you feel awkward for using them.
He was making a point that like the inclusivity thing ended up becoming a lot more about exclusivity, depending on who you were. I think is more where
precisely too.
Going.
Yeah.
I
mean, to
Australian.
To what? I mean, to what he's saying, like. What he's saying has validity too. Like I could see what he's saying too, but yeah, it was.
True.
I was more speaking to what you were saying, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and, no, I mean, and that's kind of just like where I would agree with your guest, Jordan.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and that's why I like Charlie Kirk so much, because I didn't agree with everything Charlie Kirk said either, but I appreciated like the ability to go out and debate and give a platform to anybody who wanted to debate him. I wish that
I will
we just
strongly
grew
disagree
that.
with that.
Why?
I will strongly disagree with that.
Why?
He did not. He was not willing to debate any person who wanted to debate him. He was willing to debate any person that came up in these stage situations.
Oh,
and if you want to go through, if you want to go through and like deconstruct how he like the types, the debate tactics that he is implementing and leveraging, they are all like insidious. They are not. They're all bad faith. They are not actually engaging with somebody in a proper manner that you would actually do in a debate setting. And like. One of the biggest examples of someone calling him out to debate that was very big is Parker Get a Job. He confronted him. Yeah, he confronted him to his face.
When he heard what happened to Charlie.
Live.
Yes, definitely. But he confronted him. He called him out to his face, and he did not. He refused to debate him.
Kirk will debate anyone, provided you don't have a formal education in the degree. You're an expert in your field.
Exactly.
I mean,
I don't want to completely hate everything about him.
Right, but he did sit down. He was a growing platform still. He was 31 years old, and he's definitely was increasing.
Parker was there. That's true. Parker was there in the crowd.
That's sad. That's very sad.
He was like literally there, and he refused to debate him.
It's all hard.
But
I mean,
No, but that's not what I mean. I'm just saying.
Did he refuse to debate him that day? I mean, because at the end of this,
correct. Yes, he did.
Can you fix the?
I actually wanted to debate him that day, and
since then.
Yeah.
But so if you didn't know something about Kirk, by the way, you have to actually pay for him to come to your fucking event to actually spend a very high amount. It's upwards of $30,000.
But that's what. Oh, that's crazy. But it's that's exactly what who's your guy? Destiny was doing, right?
What?
You would have to pay to come debate him, and he wants to debate MAGA.
Oh yeah, but Kirk was one of the. Kirk required you to basically pay him upwards of $30,000 to come to your college, but he would selectively free choose people to debate with.
And to debate Destiny, it's $50. It's like it's not even it's like a joke comparison.
It's $10
so
more.
What I've actually learned about Kirk, by the way, is he would pre-select people to debate with. Pre-selection. He uses a pre-selection process to pick people before he actually goes out.
What about going up against, just sitting down with Gavin Newsom? I mean, what if he just kept debating more politicians and more people in that sphere? I mean, he was still just getting the ball rolling. I don't know what the situation
I don't know if that was
a lot of debate. Was
that really much of a debate?
Who got turned away from the colleges? I mean, I never really heard that side of the stories. I was always under the impression, whether you're Islamic, non-binary, trans, a Satanist, like he allowed all types of people on his platform.
Who, Kirk?
Yeah.
He might not have.
He was very selective about it. If you seem like
he might not.
He would not.
I would acknowledge that he might not have shied away from topics very much, but he would have definitely shied away from people that he knew were stronger in those topics.
What about
Like,
Oxford? Like, wouldn't more people have come out of Oxford? He just recently was in Oxford and debated about like half a dozen students while he was there. I mean, I highly doubt you choose
that's
which
the
student
point,
is
is
the
the
least
students.
educated at Oxford.
Yeah, here's the thing. He debates students, but where were the professors that wanted to debate him? There were professors that went out on Twitter after. Hold on, there were professors who were in Oxford, right? Who went out on Twitter and basically said, "Hey, I wanted to debate Kirk, but he told me no. He wouldn't let me debate."
You won't debate an educated person.
Like that's one of his that's one of the that's in his contract, by the way. Basically, he will not debate anyone of the professor field when it comes to in these colleges. Only the students.
There are actually debates where
that's interesting.
there are debates where he even stipulates that.
Right. I mean, it would have been better if he was debating the professors, but if his whole shtick is like I come out and I speak to the students, then how is like
but if he debated the professors,
why is he
people would realize how
that?
stupid Kirk is. People would realize if he debated professors, people would realize, oh, Kirk's not even that smart.
I can see that. But I mean,
I don't want to
professors are in the 50s
be like
and
complete
60s.
hate fest either, but
Oh, that's fine. It's fine. I still
Sleepy
think
Joe
what
is
he
asking
created it
what
was
contract.
good for no matter what a free speech platform. I think more people should do it. More people should do it on the left. More people should do it on the right. I like the idea of using college campuses for open debates, open platforms for people to just have back and forth. Now, if you didn't like the way he did it, I mean, it's crazy. He started
I don't think that will
Yeah.
be happening. I think we've gone back in that. We won't be having that for a while. No
That's
one's going to
terrible.
debate
That's a
for
terrible
colleges for a while.
loss. That's a terrible loss, though, on society. Like would have been a step in the right
I
direction.
don't think
And
it's
if-
going to happen that way. I think there will still be debate.
Yeah, I think
There
Don't
should
shit.
be. I mean, like, look,
Yeah,
I might
right.
disagree with with the vast majority of Charlie Kirk's views. Maybe some things on Israel.
Don't
I
shit
think
any
you
tears,
agree
though.
with other
Kirk,
things, yeah.
Kirk was known
But-
to love political violence.
It's
No, he wasn't. What's like areas of political violence that he like?
I'm making a
encouraged or
reference.
condoned?
I'm making a reference to him taking a photo with Cole Rittenhouse.
Yeah, but that's not political violence. That was self-defense. Like I'm gonna still stand.
Yeah,
I might.
I'm
You
probably
know,
gonna
like the
actually
situation.
agree.
The
Yes.
situation wasn't. The situation wasn't. But you know, it was
There
politicized.
are worse
Definitely.
things that he. There are worse things that he.
I don't know if Rittenhouse is
that
the-
one I don't agree with at all. I don't believe
Yeah,
that's
Rittenhouse
a
is not the best
symbol of
example.
of
And also
political
the Israel shit too. Don't forget the Israel shit.
violence. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, but you're
the
talking.
Israel's
You're not going to get a lot of fans on that one here, buddy.
The thing is at the same time, he was also one to question Israel's approach. Like, he asked, I forgot what podcast he was on, but if there was a possibility that there's a stand down order. Because he says it didn't make sense. He's visited Jerusalem. He was gone to the border of Gaza in a helicopter. It takes 45 minutes, so why was it a 6-hour response? He did talk about that, but he was still more supportive of Israel. I'm kind of on that same page and same.
Yep.
I question a lot of Israel
Same.
and how they've handled the situation and their motives and if it's a false flag. But also, I ultimately.
not that part.
But ultimately, I
say the
support
false flag part.
anything in
there's
their government more so than the rest of the Middle Eastern governments. I've seen how Israel is, and it's a much more free nation than I think a lot of what you have in any other Islamic nation.
I would say it's free until you're an Arab. Then you get designated a green identity card.
They have tons of businesses out there as Arabs. I mean, it's 20%
You mean
Muslim.
Arabs
Their government's
in
20%
the occupied
Muslim.
territories?
They have
Well,
all the
those
hookah lounges. You
politicians-
see
those-
it. You see
those
Muslims all
Arab
over the place.
politicians- Yeah, but those Arabs, the Arabs in Israel don't have the same rights as a Jewish Israeli.
That's not true.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
do tell.
Yeah,
Do
please
tell.
tell us about
Oh.
that, because I'm happy to
Yes.
go in on this one with you.
I know.
Okay, so are you familiar with the color-coded ID card system?
Are you talking about in the West Bank
Yeah,
area?
you're talking about the West Bank.
So
and
where
Gaza.
Israel
Gaza.
proper.
No,
so if
this
you
is
didn't
not
know,
the
by
case
the way,
in Israel proper.
so if you didn't know,
Those
by
are
the way,
not in Israel proper.
hold on.
This is
No,
only in the
Israel,
occupied
in Israel
territories.
proper, they color
No.
code you with either a green or blue card. Specifically, if you're a Jewish Israeli, you
That's
are given
not
a blue identity card. No, they do this specifically with the Arabs. They give them green identity cards specifically for the main purpose of if you plan on
This is
traveling
true,
into the
I
West
didn't know
Bank
about this
or
one.
any of their occupied territories.
Oh, there it is.
What? What? What are you?
What?
This is specifically what we're talking about. You're talking about the West Bank. You're talking about people who are traveling to occupied territories or having to do
Jordan,
with occupied territories.
I can confirm this, bro. I'm an atheist, and when I went, they gave me a red card. So.
This is a keeper, man. I'm gonna give it to you, Woody, man.
Sorry, I got called by the
Arab
fan,
citizens of Israel are issued standard Israeli ID cards and passports. Do you not have national?
Al Jazeera's actually covered this before. If you look, go look at
Unlike other Palestinians, Arab citizens are not subject to the color-coded ID system used for Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza. This is exactly what I was saying. In Israel proper, you do not have a color-coded ID card. You are an Israeli citizen. You have the same ID as regular Jewish Israeli citizens.
Was base Jew spreading more propaganda about Israel, like hurting Palestinians or Arabs in Israel?
In Israel proper.
Proper, which is like where the main Jewish people are.
Just Israel, just the country of Israel, not the occupied territories.
Oh,
there's the ID system for you. I put it inside channel.
Okay. What is it? Like an ID and then a meme of somebody being like, this is what it is?
The tiered system.
What tiered system?
Look at the image I posted in the side channel of the chat.
Okay.
That's how it operates.
This doesn't even mention Arab citizens of Israel.
Yeah, this is like
you know that, right?
Right?
This isn't
not a single one of these categories. Hang on, not a single one of these categories mentions Arab citizens of Israel.
Jewish
this is
Israeli
a meme.
citizens.
Yeah, which
Israel, East Jerusalem Palestinians, West
it's
Bank
a blue card.
Palestinians.
It's a blue card.
West Bank is different.
Barred from living in 68% of all towns in Israel by admissions committees. That's not law. This is intentionally misleading.
Yeah, I don't know why you present an infographic on that.
This is sort of like the memes Republicans would pass around about there being death panels for the ACA. It's not grounded in reality at all.
And look, don't get me wrong. These admissions committees things I think have to go anyway. I completely agree with you on that. But this is not a matter of law.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
back
look
to
up
domestic politics. Back to domestic politics.
Sorry, I'm
Back to
eating.
domestic. You good?
Wait,
You good?
make sure you eat that pizza. Don't let it get cold.
Don't let it get cold. Unless
it's
you
a
got a
burger.
microwave.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I was making a Dean Withers joke.
All right.
Oh no, I don't really like bean.
I think he's okay on economic policy. I think he's pretty fucking cucked on social.
I get
shit.
the feeling he's speaking to a lot of these points. For
He's
show.
alright
I don't
when he's
think
asleep.
He holds those views.
I think he holds the view. No, I think he does unironically hold the cuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that guy.
The
that
other
much.
guy is.
Yeah, I
he's
saw a
the
video
other
of
guy.
him. That's like my introduction to him, actually.
Dean Withers. This guy.
Yeah.
I think he's acting like one. I think he's saying these things, but he doesn't actually believe them. I think he's saying them just for popularity.
Is he another Harry
he's
Sisson?
super audience capture.
Or is he
I
better?
agree. He's super audience
Okay,
capture.
maybe
From your guys'
capture.
viewpoint, is he better than Harry Sisson, or is he similar to
He's
Harry
probably
Sisson?
worse than Harry Sisson.
All right.
Who is Harry?
He's worse.
Sisson?
I don't know.
He's worse than Harry Sisson.
He's worse than Harry Sisson?
Yeah.
All right. Dude, this is a person I can't stand. Yeah.
Harry's again, like from a liberal
so he's like
perspective,
Bosch.
Harry's economics are pretty okay.
Mhm.
So he's
I don't
like
know too
Bosch,
much about
then.
his social positions, but what I do know is the second Dean and Parker found out that Harry was not dating, mind you, talking to multiple girls and not telling them about it, they had to cancel him from their little group.
Oh.
It's fucking stupid, dude.
Oh, well,
It's
Yeah,
like
Kirk,
I do remember
I'm not
that.
even like condoning that kind of behavior necessarily.
Yeah.
The point is just that like, bro, like this is not like it's not like he fucking raped anybody. Like the dude
Right.
just was a fucking asshole. Let
Yeah.
him learn his lesson and move on. Like
And
this
plus,
is so
he's
stupid.
a young kid, so it's like
Yeah.
he wasn't doing that at
It's
that
so
age.
dumb.
Yeah. I would cancel him
You know
for
what's
other
gonna be
reasons.
crazy though? Imagine if RFK Jr. outlives fucking Trump.
That wouldn't.
I honestly
that's
could see that.
probably going to happen,
you know,
though, right?
that's
That's
most
more than
likely.
though.
Look how fucking
Yeah, but
healthy
imagine if both
RFK Jr. is.
Biden
Trump-
and
Trump doesn't
RFK
really look
Jr.
that
outlive
healthy
Trump.
right
We
now
all
lately. Have
know
you seen,
how
like, the
fucking
pictures
unhealthy
of
those
him
people are.
I
They
know,
look
but
like
I always
Jerry
find
Heffernan
it
shit
with
on
the
dripping
dripping
half.
You guys want the
about
full
his
quote?
hand.
hand thing. I think it's
I don't
just
think
getting
RFK is not in good
sent me-
health right now. Like
pretty
he
old.
exercises.
Dude,
Have
that
you
guy
heard
can
the
do like
man
20
speak?
pull-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 'cause of
at that age,
vaccine
being
injury.
That physical.
No.
That's what he says. He's been
Sure
speaking like
is.
that.
I mean,
because of
that's what
vaccine
he
injury.
thinks, but
He's been saying that since '98.
no, I thought there was like
What?
I thought we knew why
What?
he's done like.
He talks like that because of vaccine injury.
No.
Yeah, that's what he
I'm gonna say it's
RFK.
probably the
One
Kennedy
too many
curse
roadkill
killing him
meals.
slowly. You know, they can't shoot him outright, but they're just killing him slowly with the Kennedy curse.
Are you talking about RFK?
Spasmodic dysphonia,
Yeah.
which causes
Yeah, he has
throat
throat cancer.
Diagnosed the disorder
I'm
in
gonna
the
say
late
it's the
1990s,
Kennedy
and while
curse
there's
getting
no
him
cure,
slowly.
treatments like Botox injections and voice therapy.
I'm quite certain
Neurological
I remember hearing
disorder?
him say he had.
My brother, you
throat
are not going to get a
He does have throat
neurological disorder from a vaccine.
He what?
Are there any vaccines that cause a neurological like?
Yeah, dude, all the ones that cause
No.
autism.
That's not. Oh my god. Tell me.
Biologically, no, there's
It's
no
crack
vaccines that will
voice.
cause neurological problems.
What?
Just keep cooking meth. God
The
damn.
vaccines don't cause neurological problems.
Yeah, I know that they don't interact with like your nervous system.
Well, how would that? You can't really say that. I mean,
You can say that.
Well, we've got
So many things
100
could-
we've got 120 years of vaccine research.
Well, and we know the vectors. Like, it's not like we're just willy-nilly throwing shit together. Like, I learned about viral vectors when I was, like, in fucking middle school, and I did, like, a summer program at Johns Hopkins. Like, I learned how to do this shit.
I mean, the people who are against vaccines basically think it's the equivalent of cutting cocaine. You know, oh, I'm just going to cut it with a bit of baking soda.
And
no one will
cocaine's
know
not
this.
even that bad. Let's be honest.
Is anybody gonna call Jordan out for that flex right there?
Other than the
Which
adrenaline dumps,
thing?
and then how badly that hurts your heart.
John Hopkins University.
What was my
In
flex?
middle school. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like,
What was
I'm
my
just
You guys
flex?
want the full
you know,
quote?
simple little boy.
Wait, what did I say?
You went to John Hopkins.
I did
Middle
like a
school.
summer program at Johns Hopkins.
Hey,
one year.
that's more than most MAGA has.
And then I
professional
did
education.
a summer program. I did 2 summer programs at UVA. Johns Hopkins, I did forensics. UVA, one year I did genetics, and then the next year I did robotics.
I mean, when I was in Switzerland, I did a bit of viral pathology.
Hey, Cosmic. That's cool. Yeah. I remember the coolest thing we did during the genetics one was we took DNA out of a strawberry and we inserted it into a bacteria. We made it glow in the dark. Mind you, I'm like in fucking 7th grade.
it's pretty fire.
It was pretty fucking cool.
We got to dissect a person who died of Ebola.
Whoa. Wait, how
That's
old were
very
you?
Weird.
About 20.
Wait, what
20?
grade?
Okay.
About 20.
Oh, okay, you're in college.
Yeah, I don't think they
Okay,
would have
that's
let me do
different.
that in
I
7th
thought
grade.
I was like, that's a fucking flex.
Yeah,
dude. That's
shit, dude.
A wild 7th grade class.
That's
Well,
7th
'cause if you
grade
don't- if you
fucking
don't remember, by the
autopsy,
way-
bro. You know how it goes.
The one thing that
The
most
teacher
people
went
don't
grave digging
realize
the night
is
before.
What?
I said the teacher went grave
if
digging the night
Ebola,
before.
if Ebola actually if Ebola properly hits the US shores, it's got like a 96% fatality rate, and that will most likely kill a lot of Americans
Jesus.
Dude,
within
Johns
6
We
months.
need a vaccine.
having the opportunity to go there in middle school is pretty bougie. So I would say
Listen,
that for sure.
I was smart, okay? Fuck you. The Onion?
Yeah, I had
Oh, boy.
105 IQ, not 100. Sorry.
But honestly, that's
105.
actually pretty impressive, even in middle school.
Yeah, so I had to take the SAT when I was like 11 or 12. So this was before they had the written part of the exam.
So that's why you're bald.
Mhm.
That
He
is
was
why I'm
playing with
bald,
too
because
many
I was getting
chemicals.
stressed
your,
that
brain, your,
early.
brain your brain is just so big that it,
I
Oh,
didn't
like
make a
Lex
ball joke this
Luthor?
time, Jordan. It
That's
wasn't me.
exactly it.
Yeah.
Wasn't me,
your
Jordan.
brain, you're just so smart. The brain just pushes out all the hair. You're just so smart.
Yeah, well, where did all of that go? It's gone now. I'm a fucking retard now, so.
That's
just
the
'cause
reason.
of the
That's the
drugs,
reason you've
Jordan.
got a magnificent beard. You actually look like a villain right now. I'm not gonna lie. You can stop wearing suits.
I should start going.
I
out for
would
stuff.
say Jordan currently looks like he could be the person that they want to become the liberal Joe Rogan. Like this
honestly,
is,
start wearing.
I want to be a liberal Joe Rogan.
he looks like he's just one good year away from having a
What a blue
protein
collar.
powder sponsor. Yeah.
All right, so those of us who have
You know the
joined,
UFC?
those of us who have joined since
love
we
the UFC.
started, let me just say, because y'all know him, y'all love him. We've got MAGA Daniel here in real life. Some of you know him from chat as Daniel Living Life. He is here. Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, I'm here to address the psychoticness inside this Discord chat. But honestly, the actual stream's full of a lot of logical, cool
Wait,
people.
Dan, I want the
people
two.
in the
I
stream.
want the two Daniels to talk here for a second.
I like Daniel Liddick.
Yeah, because you guys are both gonna agree about the shit going
We've
down
talked
in the
before.
Discord chat.
Yeah, I mean, he's very, cordial. It's always very cordial.
Well, I want you guys to bond over the craziness in the Discord chat.
Dude, so, I mean, like, this was something I had a conversation with Steele when I saw him personally, but at some point, man, you guys gotta tell Thanos, dude, he's like a fucking FBI watch list red flagger to
What up,
me,
Hassan
dude.
Jacksoft?
You can't just go around
name.
saying, I hope the killer gets away, and this, encourages more killers and have this kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And I think that you're now a normal person. He used to argue towards me saying I don't have good faith arguments. I'm like, dude, you're literally hoping murderers get away.
Yeah, we are gonna have to have
where's the good
a
faith
mod
in that?
discussion about
The
that. soon, I think.
problem
And
is
red
if you need to have a moderator for the moderators, which at this point you sort of do.
Well, we've got 3 mods in this discussion right now.
And,
so,
God
guys,
bless
we
the Australian
definitely,
dude.
Like, we gotta
I'm
keep an
actually
eye on that
I'm
kind of
actually
talk
Russian.
because that
Are
is
you-
gonna
are
be
you the-
problematic.
Who's the one that trolls me all the time? The
Victoria?
Australian.
Or Josh?
Josh. Okay, so even Josh saying base to Thanos, I know, like, when we've had discussions on the chat, I know Josh is a troll. I know he's not, like, a person that encourages political violence, I don't think, but even encouraging Thanos, I don't know Thanos. He's a part of the demographic as this guy here, Tyler Robinson. He's a part of that kind of demographic, a part of whatever. You can't really encourage that even in jest because, like, how far do you know that this kid might go? I mean, when you're actually hoping a fucking murderer gets away and, like, this is, like, you know what I mean? What kind of stuff stirs up or encourages, that kind of belief to the point where you make it an action? I don't know. I think it's okay to say anybody who's on a far right or far left that encourages political violences or uses this is what they deserved. I hope that this. That's a funny picture.
Turn your attention to the side channel.
How did you get
So
that
is that-
together so quickly?
I missed that. What'd you say?
Turn your attention to the side channel.
That picture's hilarious.
You did it so cleanly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Why does he look like Megamind?
I need to hit you for
That's
those
right.
emotes. I need to hit you for
a
emotes.
little bit of Photoshop, a little bit of ChatGPT.
Oh, nice.
It
When
works,
we need
though.
a quick
It's
emote, we gotta hit base you up.
Actually, you know what, Jordan? You look like the Telosians from the episode of TOS the Cave.
I gotta show the stream this picture. This is fucking hilarious. Look at this, guys. Look what he did. Holy shit. This is so good. Oh, dude.
So, I actually had this conversation with Jordan before the chat, and he did bring up a good point. He's like, you do kind of see this, like, encouragement of violence on the other side as too, and I feel like I see it more on the left. Could be algorithms. But then he did bring up the fire. Like, when the LA fires happened in January, there was a moment where I saw a lot of people that I knew that were like, oh, this is because Hollywood is so anti-God. This is, a get what you deserve type of situation. And I had somebody in my own chat who's literally a fucking firefighter saying, like, oh, it's because of all the hate and liberal shit they spew and so demonic over there. I'm like, dude, this is a bunch of people that lost their homes. Like, you got to have more of a
Some
heart
people
than
lost
that.
their lives.
And
sure.
lost their lives, people who've, like, are devastated from this. Like, you shouldn't gloat in tragedies. Like, there's something where I feel like I felt responsible to argue with my friends and anybody who's on that same Republican side that I am to be like, bro, no, I live out here. I know people who are affected by this. A lot of good people. It doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum they're on. Like, you shouldn't cheer a tragedy. And, like, you see someone like Thanos, I would never want to isolate a person like that because that's how you do create an extremist. but I would want like I don't know whatever community Jordan's trying to cultivate here to say, hey,
that's
brother.
too much, you motherfucker.
Yeah, again, all right. See, I've already even gone through this with Jordan. You know my position on this, so it's like that's.
No, I agree. I think it's time to start cracking down.
Yeah, and don't kick him out. Don't ever isolate him. But like, let a fucking person know. Like, don't encourage that behavior. I don't know him personally, but
he said that he hopes the Kirk shooter gets away, Cosmic.
Yeah. Well, he hopes the Kirk shooter gets away and basically inspires more like it. Yeah, and that kind of language.
This was before they.
That's crazy to me.
I agree.
Well, it just there's sort of.
I said he does not. He does not.
Out of curiosity, Daniel, are jokes about it not okay in your mind?
Jokes are fine, man, because I know some jokes aren't going to be funny. Yeah. There's a difference between, like, if that's what my point was just before. I know Josh, the Australian there, that guy I know is kind of a troll, and a lot of it is jokes. So I don't have, like, that red flag alert that comes off the same way Thanos says it. If it was in a jest sense... Okay, oh well, you know, I find it distasteful, but it is what it is. His seems genuine. Like, it's too genuine that you want a killer to get away. That I go, okay, where do we do as, like, a community thing and go, actually, dude, you should never be in support of that. That's
and you're not, like, the first
wrong.
person who's, like, been, and, you know, Victoria has.
I love comedy.
Steele has.
Wait, hold on.
I already came up with a joke.
Okay.
I already came up with a joke about the Charlie Kirk shooting.
I have nothing against you or anything.
Hold on, is that No Man's Sky? What? That looks.
He was saying literally. He wasn't even in there talking about it, Cosmic.
I want to keep
It's not a response to, like, anything that Daniel or any of us were saying.
I'm not concerned with trolling. That's fine. That's just people having fun in whatever, like, way they want to.
Might be in bad taste to you, but you like.
It's in bad taste to me, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna support that. That's a level of free speech I support. It's when the political violence sounds like you're encouraging it. It's genuine. This is truly how you feel. Where I'm like, oh, that's alarming. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, that's just not good for me to have in my server, particularly.
I'm sorry. Did he say this in text or chat, like voice?
Yeah, in the Discord.
I'm just asking, like, was that
in the chat? I don't think so.
No, like in the Discord chat.
Or are we just taking, like, the collection of statements he's made since, which is fine. I'm just asking if he directly said that or not.
Well, just remember,
I think he's saying he said that in the politics general chat.
Wait,
remember, people were cheering for September.
Hang on,
One second. I got to cut you off as a moderator, like as a question.
We're doing mod stuff.
I need to know, Jordan. Did he say that?
So what Daniel is saying is that he said that in.
Give him 1 second.
In chat,
Victoria. What were you saying?
You were saying that Thanos said that in the politics general chat.
And then what were you saying, Victoria?
She was asking if that was the case.
Oh, no. I just want to be aware of that, like, because I'm a bit of a text. Like, if I see certain statements, I will, regardless of how Jordan feels about it, I will handle them myself. But I understand what you're saying, Daniel. Like, it's a little bit harder to tell with Thanos. I get it. In terms of, like, where that line is with trolling and jokes and things like that.
Yeah, well,
I can promise you, Daniel was not in the politics chat going, Charlie Kirk was a saint, oh my god, or anything. No, I'm talking to Cosmic, sorry. I'm talking to Cosmic.
Yeah, he's replying to this chat.
He wasn't in there being like, oh my god, Charlie Kirk was a beautiful saint, blah, 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 blah. I believe this was a largely unprompted response other than,
I didn't even talk at all.
Some of us were in there talking about
how
this was generally a pretty bad thing that happened.
Always remember, jokes come at bad times, man. Just remember, right? People were
I agree. I'm cool with jokes.
The September 11th terrorist attack.
Hey,
people were dancing and celebrating.
We are not talking about jokes.
We're not doing a 9/11 conspiracy theory. We're not doing a 9/11 conspiracy theory. 9 minutes
before the planes even hit the tower.
I already made a joke. I hear it. You guys want to hear it? The thing that people don't talk about Charlie Kirk is he is somebody who created a platform in which people of all walks of life can come and debate him safely. I mean, semi.
Unless they were educated.
You know,
hold on there.
It's fun.
Isn't that what everybody says about him?
It's just.
Everybody says about him.
I'm cool. I know. I'm cool with jokes.
No, he was saying he already made a joke. He said where everyone can come and debate him safely, or at least semi-safely.
I mean, say what you want, right? But he tried to debate a bullet and lost because the bullet had point.
Hey, no, that's mess with my joke. Fuck you.
Your joke.
Wait, Daniel. Let me tell you the joke I tweeted out before I had seen.
Somebody said
bad
video. I can't even remember how they
before I saw
the
the
joke,
bad
but the other day
video.
somebody said.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone said something. It was like, you know what? For the first time, Charlie made a point that had him leaning left.
Oh shit! All right, go ahead. God damn. That was brutal.
Mine was, I wonder why Charlie Kirk got shot. He probably tried debating the bullet with his prove me wrong table, but it had a point to prove. That was mine.
I've read mine.
Let's just all get it out of our fucking system.
I tweeted it like 20 minutes after I got news of it because I didn't see the he's dead video,
Oh, someone on Reddit made that joke less than 10 minutes after we said.
Do you guys want to spend 2 hours arguing about Dean's tweet?
Wait, real quick. Can I tell you this? So Jordan called me real quick. Jordan called me.
I did. You didn't know because you didn't know.
No, but the next day, Jordan called me to see how I was doing because I'm fucking arguing with people on social media. He has me and all that. He calls me just to check in. He goes, "How you doing, bud?" I'm like, "Well, I finished tying the noose, but I found out my ceiling fan isn't as supportive as I thought it was."
I was like, "Okay, you're doing okay, all right."
Dude, I fuck with jokes. No matter how
the
dark
leaning
the humor
left part
is.
was yikes. That was the most brutal one I've heard, I think.
So I mean, I get it, man. I fuck around too. I was actually concerned about Thanos' reply because I don't think that what he said was a joke. I think he genuinely hopes a fucking killer gets away.
I think even Leo didn't kind of say too much.
I just want to point out, by the way, we should all laugh at Cash Patel saying that he's going to see Charlie Kirk in Valhalla.
Wait, what did Cash say?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, Cash. So Cash Patel, the FBI director, the Indian man, the Indian Hindu man, was made an official statement saying to a Christian man that he's going to see Charlie Kirk in Valhalla.
I did think that was
that's a little odd,
a tad strange.
Yeah.
What was his weapon? The microphone?
That's funny.
I don't know if the Vikings would agree. That's like the pen is mightier than the sword, and then the Viking still kills you with an axe.
Yeah, but if he's crossing, if Charlie Kirk is crossing to Valhalla, that means he has to go over a gay bridge, the gayest bridge ever, a rainbow bridge.
Hey, there used to be a time the gays stole the rainbow from the Christians. Okay, so I mean, let's.
Wait, when did it belong? I thought it belonged to the rain
and the clouds. Well, the Republicans stole the whole pride in your country thing from the Democrats, so that's what I would say to that.
Yeah,
and don't forget the pride now, brother. Where is the pride now? Y'all are the flag burners.
I'm proud.
Now. I know, but you're already.
Fuck.
I love my country.
Just remember, the Nazis stole
brother, listen.
and everything about themselves.
This is all I have to say, all right?
No, most leftists love the flag.
Yes.
Relevant. Thank you, Barcode.
And don't forget, Jews, Christians, and Muslims stole the concept of God from the Hindus.
Bro, it's only I'm pretty sure the concept of God existed before the Hindus were around. The Hindus are the oldest
the Hindus stole it from someone else.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Hindus stole it from someone else, but the Christians stole it from, stole it from the
Everybody stole it from Gilgamesh.
Everyone steals everything.
That's funny.
And then the Jews stole the money from the bank.
Oh, so funny!
Whoa, how can they steal the money from the bank?
No
and
way!
Run the banks?
You mean? Wait a minute! You mean you're a self-hating Jew, and they call me stereotypical?
Oy vey.
Oh boy!
Wait, you're a Jew?
Wait, did we not talk about this already? I'm sure we did.
He's not really a Jew.
Oh my god.
He's more of just a Zionist than a Jew, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm secular. I'm secular.
All to be love. All to be love.
I like it. I support it.
Wait, Daniel, you gotta drop a Pepto-Bismollah in the chat, please. That's my favorite thing. He says Pepto-Bismollah.
And then for Christmas, maybe I can give you some tickets to Turkey to get a hair transplant.
I'm pretty happy with my situation, honestly. I appreciate the offer, though. Or you know what you could do? You could subscribe to my channel.
That's always been my bucket list.
Yeah. Put your money where your mouth is.
Llama.
Yeah.
Gays own the rainbows. Kind of a bummer. I love rainbows. But We can like fucking rainbows. It doesn't mean you're gay. I don't understand.
It does now. I mean, it just does now.
That's
it is
stupid.
what it is.
I don't agree with that. You can like whatever
I
the fuck
mean,
you want. It doesn't have to mean anything.
Stalin and not be a communist. You know that, right? You can two things can be true
it's
at once.
impossible to like Stalin and be not a communist. What?
There it is. Pepto-Bismol.
I mean, shit, man. You can like blue while also liking red, man.
Yeah, I just don't, I don't understand this. Just like a fucking rainbow.
Even though blue is like a superior color.
You can like rainbows and like not put up a rainbow flag.
I agree. It's a very Nazi take of you to say blue is a superior color, like, blonde hair, but I do agree with this.
I mean, shit. You can.
Wait, is there a Jan 6th debate going on in chat right now?
Wait, what's happening?
That sounds based.
I might have to take one of these AirPods out, Jordan, because I can't hear you.
Is he?
You can't hear me?
Oh, Cosmic, do you know how to play chess?
So much cross.
Whoa! Quick thing,
still...
everybody.
Yeah,
Cosmic, if you know how to play chess, we're playing right now.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
Is it good? Say something?
Nah, it's cool.
Why?
Oh yeah, perfect. I'm good.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Yeah.
Something.
Why the chess game?
The internet will call me gay. I would never be able to cope with that. That sounds like a you
Hey, so
problem,
Llama,
my
I'm
guy.
thinking of unsubscribing to you and scrubbing to Jordan on the basis that he actually gets people on his stream. You just sit there and play games.
Oh.
He's actually got someone on his stream.
Yes, sir.
I've been
With
streaming for like less than a month.
views.
Eat my cock.
You could get your wife in there to,
This is
answer
the
the
real
questions.
rainbow
I don't
flag.
know.
What if she doesn't want to be on the internet like that?
Didn't
Force
you tell
her.
me you would start? Didn't you tell me you would start an OnlyFans?
What?
Yeah, for the memes.
No, she's streaming right now. She got.
Oh,
out,
because she's
bro.
on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
You want to see what
Hey,
she
hey,
does?
Daniel.
I actually
What's up?
subscribed to her.
Oh, that's cool,
Yeah.
man.
Have
Thank
you've
Of
seen Jordan do the chicken dance before, right?
I have. I actually was a part of the whole.
We don't have
like,
there's not a lot of room here right now with the two chairs. This, I can't.
I've been
refuse
building up
to
my
look at
points, so I can make him.
Yes,
dance
that's
someday.
true. We have a chicken dance professional in the chat right now, and
Yeah,
I would not
I-
dare.
Hold on.
I
You
almost
have
have
a
1,000
problem with the chairs?
points.
You could always do the noble thing of getting
See,
rid of one of the
look,
chairs.
I
He can
almost
sit
got
in your lap.
1,000.
He can sit in your lap while you
How
play
much
the game.
for a chicken dance?
Five
Oh, so I almost have 2 chicken dances.
no, 5,000.
Oh,
500.
Jesus Christ! I was gonna take
You almost have one.
I mean, I hear Jordan.
I'll get
I
it.
hear you complaining about the chair, right? Just take his chair away. He can sit in your lap. Problem solved.
How do I do
Wait
the
a
chicken dance
second.
then?
Wait a second. Since I'm more of the Republican, this is more
You
the
think Trump
liberal.
said
He'll
things like,
sit in my
stand
lap.
black and stand black and stand by.
Liberalism is superior, man.
We refer to the fucking Proud Boys is going to increase the prevalence of extremism on both sides. So here's the thing. I think the evidence is bigger than just our speculation. Because if you take a look at what the leaders of the Proud Boys and other organizations were saying after that, it becomes kind of clear what they were thinking. So let me see if I can find it. Tweets.
You gotta fight like hell. Fight
Fight like
You won't have a
hell.
country in the
You're
morning.
not gonna have a country. Responding to
Well, what did he
Trump.
mean by fight like hell or you won't have a country in the morning when there was a
Yeah.
massive protest to storm the Capitol? What could that possibly mean? We're building a stockade to hang Mike Pence. Why would you want it? Why would a peaceful bunch of protesters make a fucking gallows to hang Mike Pence?
I'm not talking about that part specifically.
Because there's the FBI.
They're so peaceful that they wanted to build a gallows just to peacefully hug Mike Pence with the neck.
Where is this? Because I know I've seen this before.
But also, what is up with Trump, by the way? Didn't he
Stand
run on a platform
by.
of no new wars, and all of a sudden, within 6 months, he goes to war?
Are we at war?
What
Well,
do you
I
mean
mean,
when
you
Jim Jordan
you
fought so
technically
well?
did commit
Wait,
an act of war.
Sleepy, what are you
multiple countries.
talking about specifically?
I mean, we bombed a nuclear site. What else did we do?
In Iran?
Yeah, you said we've been
We
committing
bombed
war.
the Iranian nuclear sites.
Yeah,
We,
I remember that.
I think
You attacked
we did some
Venezuelan
strikes on
civilians.
Oh, the thing
You
from
also
today.
fucked some civilians.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait. Venezuelan trucks? I've only heard about
No,
boats.
a Venezuelan boat that contained civilians. In international water. I
Wait,
mean,
who am I-
everything there screams
Who
act of
sent
war.
me a fucking invite for chess right now?
Oh, he was sending that to someone else.
So I was sending it to Cosmic, and I'm eating his ass right now.
I
just
saw
so
that
everyone
boats
knows.
were hit. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boats were hit. I saw that.
Foreign national,
Does that mean that you're like losing to him?
No, I'm beating him.
It was in international water, which would make it.
So it's like not enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't necessarily like this. I generally am
but I mean,
going
like,
to
receive
prefer.
it from you.
Have you lost anyone though to fentanyl?
Hang on, everybody. Everybody's talking at the same fucking time right now.
Sorry.
Everybody chill for a second. So I generally would prefer, we have a long history when it comes to combating drug trafficking of working with other governments and generally doing a decent job of it. I'm going to prefer that sort of situation rather than us unilaterally taking things into our own hands, or at least coordination with Venezuela.
Why not just send a narco fucking squad in a boat? Fucking send them to go intercept the boat.
I mean, I don't have.
Why blow the boat up and kill everyone on board, destroying all evidence, even if there was drugs? You don't know because the boat was blown up.
Before you lose your fucking balls, I'm agreeing with you, so just chill, okay?
It's hard to tell, man. You're angry. You sound angry all the time.
I'm a very intense person. I think I would prefer to have that sort of thing. I understand, given the type of policy that Trump pushes for, why he feels like he wants to do something like this. I personally don't agree with it. I also understand why people who are Trump supporters are going to support this. I don't think they should do that. That's my opinion. I think they should coordinate with foreign governments to do something like that, or with. If
they're coming to our lands and we know for sure that they're heading over, then I don't think we need to coordinate with.
Once they're in our lands, that's a different story. But if they're in international waters, it is.
Well, we know they're landing.
If they're just off the coast of their borders and they're in international water, you should probably wait till they get closer to the United States. Maybe send the Coast Guard to intercept them.
Probably. It also makes me wonder, if it was that easy just to blow them up, can't we just keep eyes on all of our international waters coming into America?
Well, I agree that would be idiotic if that was what I said, Cosmic.
Yeah, he ultimately did it to send a message. That was the whole concept behind it.
Oh, you mean like how we illegally struck Iran specifically, which is an act of war? Like, that was an act of war. Like, blowing up another country's territory just because you don't want them to even potentially having nuclear weapons, when they obviously weren't. They complied with international regulators for years. Israel and America have both been saying they're going to make nuclear weapons for 20 years at that point. But they could have had them 20 years ago. So why all of a sudden would they want them now? Hell, they could have in those 20-year time, they could have easily just smuggled the parts from Russia.
You don't like America-based Jew?
50-50.
Eat my.
That's better than another Australian I know.
Now hold on, hold on. I like the America itself, not the American people. Most of the people are annoying.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Americans are very nice and polite.
I would also
like the opposite take of what everybody else would have.
Yeah, I think America's full of great people.
So again, if you look at the recent data from the IAEA, they were not in compliance with the treaty. That's a moot point. Now, one can argue this. One can argue the scope, but the inspectors confirmed they were in violation.
How is this still even a conversation? It is so obvious that Iran
is
breaking non-proliferation.
Gives any country?
Huh?
I mean, if you want to question anyone for having an illegal nuclear enrichment program, talk about Israel.
There it is! I knew it was coming! I'm sorry. That is not even remotely comparable. That's not even remotely comparable. Israel's proliferation happened well before the non-proliferation treaty. To try to say that is like not even paying attention to how time works.
Yeah.
At least Iran is privy to the non-proliferation treaty.
And violating
it. They were in violation of it. So
I mean, name something. That Israel or America haven't violated in the 20 years.
Well, how can you be in violation of a treaty that you're not party to?
So you just bomb their country because they're not complying?
No, you bomb the country because they could be an existential threat to your country.
And there are the United States is not the only country in the world that has preemptive strike doctrines. So to get all in a twist about a preemptive strike on a country when it's just the U.S.
Don't you talk about this man's
that's a little bit
like that. What up, nuclear?
That's a little bit on the soy side. This exists with many countries around the world where if they feel that there is a imminent threat, then they can take action. Now you can argue about it. North Korea is not in imminent danger. North Korea is in violation of the UN General Assembly. Yes.
They have nuclear weapons that can now strike the US.
Yes, they're in violation of international law. But it's too late to do anything about them because they already got it.
Yeah, that's the problem. You already have the deterrent at that point.
Fuck.
Because like if Iran did develop a nuclear weapon, then they have the deterrent, and it's too late to do anything about it.
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with them having a deterrent?
What's wrong with that?
So
are you serious?
When the country...
Ask almost any other country in the region. What's wrong with that?
Because of the jihadis.
Name one country that has nuclear weapons that has been struck by a major power.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe, don't you see the fear mentality of Iran? If you're going to strike countries that may get nuclear weapons, to stop them from actually just getting nuclear weapons now. Out of fear that you're going to... So you don't strike them again.
If you have countries that say, for instance, we will not use our weapons unless you use them on us or attack us, that's one thing. Now you have plenty of statements, both from the Ayatollah and from the government of Iran, that have said that their intended goal, once they attain nuclear weapons, is to use them both on the United States and or Israel or anyone else that they deem necessary. So, again, if you're dealing with someone who's saying, hey, I'm going to use this on you if I get it, they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt.
It's like if someone said...
Well, was it the steep escalation when Iran boarded a U.S. military boat in international waters, captured the soldiers, and put them on display on show in Tehran several years ago?
May I remind you, USS Liberty.
Oh God!
This is like throwing a dartboard at conspiracy theories.
Yeah, yep.
I've gone down all the deep conspiracy theories.
We're gonna hit them all.
Remind you.
I'd love to.
How do you misidentify a 13-foot blue, white, red with stars flag?
In the 19 what? What year was it?
When they had torpedo boats that continued.
What year was it
again? Are you saying they didn't have binoculars to make sure they hit the target?
They didn't.
So they're that poor they couldn't afford binoculars?
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep. Well,
it's standard practice on any naval vessel to have binoculars.
It's painted in thermite paint, so.
I mean, it's interesting.
Oh, right.
It's very easy to give the benefit of the doubt if someone aligns with your ideologies, and to not give the benefit of the doubt if someone doesn't align with your ideologies.
True.
So. It's why
not when you spend
easy to get so much charity
in the ship, and then when getting up close and personal and shooting at the people trying to.
I mean, it's not like today where you have like high-tech target confirmation.
You realize that even, friendly fire incidents do happen.
They happen even today.
They did it because they wanted to pull America into the conflict.
Yeah, that's why they did 9/11 too, right?
Yeah, he believes that. Yes.
Wait, actually, unironically?
You literally told me that you believe that.
Jordan?
Huh? No, hold on. Hold on.
Why?
I didn't need you gobbling on my nuts here.
Hey, look, red, white, and blue station.
Do you, yes or no, do you believe that Israel was part of the
reason yes or no?
9/11 happened? Yes or no?
Let me speak for myself, all right? I believe
yes or no?
Israel had both advanced knowledge and was privy to helping the fund and also orchestrate the attack on September 11 as a way to knock out Israel's enemies. If you don't remember, at that same time, right, Israel was again in Congress talking about how we need to eradicate this country here and this country here and this country here, because it would have positive reverberations in that region and provide good safety to the good old blue and white.
And so they did 9/11.
Israel had a hand in 9/11. I have said that, you just don't listen.
Yes, okay, you can... Okay, and...
I too also get very caught up in believing whether it was an inside job or the Jews.
I know.
Not the Jews. Don't say the Jews. Okay, it has nothing to do with Jewish people. Don't conflate Judaism with Zionism.
Well, that's a little bit, yeah. that's more complicated than not.
No, it's not. One's political, one's religious. Don't conflate the both.
Yeah, they're both a bit of a mix.
No. Zionists have spent decades trying to propagandize it. They're one and the same.
If you look into it, again, even in the religion,
Zionism is like all over the fucking Torah.
Zionism was founded by terrorism.
So is most of the
Zionism is just a modern name for the desire for the Jews to return to Israel. That is all over the Torah. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Zionism was founded by white Christians who didn't believe that
Jews.
Oh my God! That's literally just the modern political name for a concept that's been in Judaism for millennia.
Now, tell me what you think of the Talmud.
At the end of the Passover prayer, it literally says "next year in Jerusalem." Ever since the exile,
It's got some bad shit. The Talmud is a collection of debates and discussions of rabbis over the years.
Yeah, a bunch of pedophilic old rabbis who don't represent Judaism.
There's a lot of pedophilia.
Brother, I'm disappointed in you for not knowing what the Talmud actually is. So the Talmud doesn't say you have to do this and not do this. The Talmud just outlines
just remember, right?
Just remember,
right? Taking a 3-year virgin, it's the same as poking your eye,
Yeah. So the reason why there's unhinged shit like that is over the time from again, hundreds.
So maybe it's the rabbi's gonna suck the dick because it's cleaner.
When they had debates over these topics, some of the points that they would make in some of those debates were pretty fucking unhinged by our modern eyes. Yeah. That doesn't mean that we actually listen or follow any of those in modern Judaism.
I don't know.
People misunderstand. They think the Talmud is like the Bible,
a lot of people
that you have to listen to everything that it says, but that's not what it is.
Hey, just remember, Lev the Whore would disagree with you immensely on that one.
Yeah, I keep getting arguments that not a lot of Israelis don't believe in the Talmud, and
no, it's not that they don't believe in the Talmud. It's just people don't really understand fundamentally what the Talmud is supposed to be. Yeah. It's not supposed to be like the Torah, where it's like a book of commandments.
Right.
It's supposed to be debate between rabbis over the years.
So it's just a collection.
Of debates and
conversations. The Torah says, "Do not steal, do not kill, do not rape." The Talmud says, "Rape, kill, steal."
Yeah, that's because the Talmud is not doctrine like the Torah.
Then, because there was a statistic that came out.
And also, get yourself a llama who is also a Shabbos goy to turn on the microwave for you.
Once again, the Talmud is not doctrine. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this.
Yeah, it's not the official doctrine, but it's treated.
No, it's not even unofficial doctrine.
Is there Hasidic Jews though that take it to heart? Is there a group of Jewish
so there
people
are
among
certain.
Israel?
So there are there are like some Hasidic sects that take certain parts of it to heart. The problem with this idea, even from its base, is it is filled with contradictory statements because it's like a documentation of the debates that they had over certain things, which means there are necessarily points that go against each other.
Then you gotta wonder how many court cases can you find since the 1800s
exactly,
here in America.
Cosmic.
Here in America, where a politician was probably trying to justify the legal age being 12.
Yeah, and it's the debate and discussion.
You mean debating the legal age being 3 and 9?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, let's move on.
Sorry, were you reading
a documentation of the debate?
I was going to say, I was literally going to make
debating in the Talmud. The Prophet Muhammad?
It's in the Talmud.
At least it wasn't the main prophet. Right?
Who was that?
It's 3 for girls and 9 for boys.
Yeah, so
okay.
Again, the concern that I have is there's a thing that happens when the knowledge that you get on a topic comes not from looking into it personally, but from looking into what someone else says and from memes online.
It feels as though that's the summarization of your
a Pepe
belief
meme.
system rotund.
It also has got to be tough.
I'm gonna summarize my cock in your mouth. Get it out.
Yeah.
Take the pastor, Jasmine Crockett's pastor on Sunday, basically was he wasn't condoning Charlie Kirk's murder, but he's under crazy fire for saying, this is the
Who is this again? Sorry?
There's a pastor right now, Terrence something, and I saw it on Twitter because he had to step down. But he said crazy shit, essentially, agreeing with the fact that Charlie Kirk died. And that doesn't represent even a remote close to the amount of pastors that are constantly preaching nonviolence. And you gotta wonder how many rabbis have said fucking weird shit. And we have a Republican base and a liberal base. That's the funniest part about the Israel-Palestine thing. is anybody who just can't stand Israel is on an extremist side. But they take something that a rabbi said, like the one
hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, and
here's my favorite rabbi. Look at the signal.
And act like that applies to all of Israel.
Go look who this man is. This is my favorite rabbi. He's got a crazy story.
Which rabbi?
Why would you look at a crazy rabbi who's probably not?
Why would you? Are you gonna look at
Westboro Baptist as the
Westboro Baptist? You're gonna go to like the ISIS imams to like.
Look this man lived a life in the year 1626, and his story is fucking crazy. He got kicked out of the land by the Jews, got kicked out of the land by the Muslims, and died in Macedonia.
Sounds about right.
And he has to worship today for some reason.
And he what?
Yeah, so you're just memeing, trolling, or whatever.
Okay. Yep, there's some weirdos on the internet.
Alright.
Alright. Is a crazy man.
Right, we're doing Factorio now. That's what you just made me do. Thank you for this space.
Really?
Yep.
You're playing Factorio?
Of course, like my fourth time.
My favorite glitch.
You have Space Age?
They beat the Texans.
Of course.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, Chargers.
Oh shit! I need to check my score.
I'll friend request you if you want. Would you want to play sometime?
I would be so down.
Multiplayer.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Cinderella. There you go.
Hey, I'll play sometime as well.
Is that
dude.
Cinderella telling me that? Okay,
yeah,
I got you. Sweet, I got you.
Losing.
I got. No, I'm winning.
Oh, okay.
I have Jacoby.
Hey, sorry, Jordan. This is
Jordan,
this is no Factorio server.
Oh yeah, Jaden Daniels.
True history.
No. This is a politics server, but you can
I've
play whatever the fuck
already.
games you want. I don't give a shit. I think I'm gonna win. I'm in pretty good shape. But
you look like you already won.
Well, yeah. Basically, Jacoby Myers doesn't have to get outscored by Keenan Allen by 9 points, and then I got it.
All his people played, right?
Well, no, he has Keenan Allen. I have Jacoby Myers. I'm still up by 9 points.
Oh,
so as long as Jacoby Myers doesn't get outscored by Keenan Allen by 9 points, I'm fine. Yeah, Cosmic hates fantasy football.
Oh man, I love football. I actually brought 3 things, dude. I brought football.
Yeah.
I just looked at that onion titles, onion fucking headlines.
And a Bible for our last hour of our segment.
No, don't make me read the Bible, please.
That's gonna be the last hour of the segment. No. First hour is politics.
My secular Jew doesn't want to read the Bible.
And then I want to bring, and then we talk football. You know.
Yeah, we can talk football. I don't need. Listen,
dude, I just love seeing the Chiefs losing.
I've read that. Listen, I've read the prequel. I wasn't that impressed.
hey, MAGA Daniel, hand him a crucifix and see if he catches fire.
I'm gonna put just my Jesus ring on him. Here we go. Oh, he's burning.
That hurts.
Oh shit, dude. Oh,
that hurts.
All right, Jordan.
Thank you.
This ring's from Jerusalem itself.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I went to the place where he was supposedly crucified.
I did too. I prayed over his tomb.
I did not pray.
Hey, did you know that Israel destroyed? Do you know that Israeli settlers destroyed the city of Taiba?
Destroyed what?
The city of Taiba.
I mean,
the last place Jesus rested.
Did you know that they also stole the Infinity Gauntlet too?
No! How dare they!
A lot of Christian monuments in history has been destroyed throughout cities like Damascus, Baghdad, even Jerusalem. I mean,
you know what I find interesting though? That ISIS attacked every country in the Middle East, but they engaged Israel once and then apologized afterwards. They engaged.
Because they knew they were going to get their asses kicked.
What? So they what? They attack America. So what? They attack America. They attack.
They
didn't
attack America.
The enemies of Israel.
They
they did. They engaged American forces.
Yeah, they attacked American bases, but
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but then they engage Israel, and all of a sudden they apologize. ISIS terrorist. Name one terrorist group who's apologized. Did Al Qaeda apologize to America after it hit the World Trade Center?
No, it just got its ass dismantled.
Yeah, and they were actually when they started getting tasted, they actually did try to make some overtures, but the genie was out of the bottle.
Yeah, but you get my point, right? Like they attack
I get the point that it looks nice if you want to dive down a rabbit hole. This is like a QAnon thing.
And all the tsunamis.
Every enemy of Israel. Every enemy of Israel, but then apologize.
Is the first synagogue really underneath
This is like a QAnon thing, and first of all, I would like you to show me an actual source that's not an internet meme that says we apologize.
Underneath Al-Aqsa Mosque.
The second.
The second one.
Yeah.
I actually need to see
you haven't heard of the space lasers?
Yeah, I actually need to see it.
Don't fucking talk about the space lasers, okay?
Another green or blue ID meme.
That's how Hawaii
It's a secret. You guys aren't supposed to know about that.
I'm gonna post it in the chat, the stream topics for stream.
Why are all the rooftops blue?
I'm gonna post multiple sources.
Blue collared?
No, there's a blue color. You didn't hear that theory that all the celebrities and people that knew about the Hawaii fires, they all painted the houses, like the rooftops, blue because
I'm gonna bet you a lot of money that that's not gonna hold up to even the most cursory of Google
the
searches.
chemical fires were able to not be affected by that.
I am gonna press X to doubt many times on that.
You know, the Charlie Kirk fucking conspiracists came out full throttle.
We knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was gonna fucking happen.
Right away.
I'm like, I'm already cool with just accepting it was a trans extremist.
He's not trans.
But no, just his boyfriend.
No, don't you know he had a trans Uber driver, and he had a trans Uber driver that indoctrinated.
Well, no, the boyfriend, the person he lived with was trans, and there is extreme trans ideology.
We're still getting information out of the situation.
Actually, that's been disproven, by the way. That wasn't even his boyfriend, and it also wasn't.
Yeah, they're just roommates or something.
No. Actually, it was actually his secret Mossad handler.
Well, no, it's actually it's been debunked already. It wasn't. He
wasn't
even trans.
Llama.
He's actually a right-wing Christian. The guy.
Llama dipped.
Llama.
Is it 'cause what I said?
Llama dipped to go debate, as if that's not what we're doing right now.
Well, this was the pre-warm-up debate. You know, this way you get your juices flowing before you go into your personal debate. I get it. You're the warm-up back to the meantime.
Zan's here. Hang on.
Yeah, Llama went to go talk to, talk gun control.
Yeah.
Crazy unhinged people.
I mean.
Yo, what up, Zan?
God bless.
The prodigal Zan returns.
Who's spreading propaganda?
Intriguing.
Cosmic? Holy shit! Here we go.
I like to spread propaganda.
This ought to be good.
It's funny. All these, the guy was a transgender and everything. Transgenderism. It has it's been confirmed or claimed.
As to the unproven
we won't know any of this stuff. We won't know any of this stuff until the 16th when
they were saying that he was some trans dude that he lives with, right?
And they weren't even trans. Apparently, according to the Instagram of the
I think they got trans extremist views. I do believe that. I definitely feel like there's probably a huge hatred towards Charlie Kirk's viewpoints on trans people, and that could be a massive motivation as to why he did this. Because you have a trans roommate, but it hasn't been confirmed.
But we don't know if it was actually a trans roommate or not. That's the thing; it hasn't even been confirmed. But the difference is, right? That information was actually redacted after it was originally published by an article. It was actually redacted and dragged back. But here's the thing, right? Now imagine when they pull up the social media message. He was just a Christian alt-right groper who believed Charlie wasn't wide use.
I didn't fucking say that, Cosmic.
I'm a gambling man. I'm willing to bet that's not the case, if you like. But I mean, if that is the case, then I can't imagine it.
If it's the case he was radicalized by a trans person, I will personally fly to you and give you a blowjob.
I'm going to correct the record and set Cosmic straight. He was a utard.
How about you just give Jordan a blowjob and I'll watch in the corner?
No.
I didn't know you went out for that sort of thing.
I would go blind by the glare, he said.
Listen.
Yeah, I just can't even possibly. The person's the engravings that they had just alone on like the shell cases or whatever the mags.
They're all
Bro, that does not. I don't know if you looked at all those. That doesn't tell us anything.
People don't realize what a group
screams
is, right?
the leftist stuff that they've been screeching at us.
Hold on, let me explain.
That's
hold on, no, he didn't.
Thing.
Hold on,
but it is a word said more so.
Call people fascists?
Like, man, I've seen it
Can I
more
just
so on the
point
left
out,
side
by the
than I've
way,
seen it
the
ever on the
"Hey
right.
fascist, catch this" comes from a video game called Helldivers 2, right?
Yeah, we know.
Love
we
that
know
game.
that. We know that.
Now, hold on. Now, the other thing, Bella Ciao, that's not a leftist thing. It turns out that's actually
Italian,
a group. It's on the official Group Awards. It's actually on the actual Group Awards playlist on Spotify. You can find it. They love it.
Okay.
And also on top of that, everything that was engraved in those guns is something ingrained with the grouper community. You have to either know or be in the community to know these things. They love using memes as warfare.
No, real quick, what would be like the possibility that this person's radical on the other side sees all the stuff going on in this community and does it as like a haha fuck y'all kind of rebellion? You know what I mean? Like if this is all Groiper stuff, I mean, I just
you're saying
why would an individual like just kill Charlie Kirk of all people? You know what I mean? It just doesn't. It doesn't link.
Look on the side channel here. See this here? This is the official Group Awards playlist on Spotify, right? America First Group Awards. And then here's also a Grouper, and here's a Grouper on Twitter. Here's a thing, right? Called AF.
So I'm not prepared to jump to these conclusions personally. I'm still waiting for all of the information to come out.
You know what I will tell you? You want to talk about danger? You want to talk about like getting rid of someone like Charlie Kirk? Like is it Charlie Kirk was the worst person?
His style is as satirical on fashion, but the difference is Groupers love it because they love it.
You know, just a couple nights ago, well, think about the danger that happened with fucking assassinated Charlie Kirk. A couple nights ago, Nick Fuentes ended up having more people on his stream than Kai Cenat and Speed. So,
I mean, Kai Cenat's a fraud, and he bots his shit.
Kai Cenat's a cool guy. I mean, he's
he bots his shit. He bots it. He's also a clout chaser.
But everybody knows who he is, though. So whether he bots it or not, his popularity's reaching a lot more than
But can I just point out, by the way, the Group Awards playlist, they have a few of them, but this is one of the main group plays because they love all these songs. They love the Groupers love
because I can't stand Nick Fuentes.
I feel like the playlist thing is,
and I like Charlie Kirk, and I feel like
the playlist thing is a pretty fucking.
I feel like it's pretty sad
argument. I'm not even saying like, because I don't know. I don't know yet. Like, unlike half the fucking internet, I'm still trying to wait to get all of the information and figure it out.
Sir, you should form your opinions first.
Yeah, I should conclude first and then decide.
That's the more appropriate approach.
But I feel like I agree with Barcode on this. I feel like the playlist is a pretty fucking weak argument. Like, how many playlists could you potentially find that have that song on them? I don't know if that's like a realistic point to make.
Groupers love Bella Ciao, because it's a popular in culture.
It's also a nice song.
If you didn't know, Groupers use something called meme warfare. Memes are how they also indoctrinate people as well. They love using this, right? Just remember, Groupers are also.
I mean, I've heard the song before I knew it had any political.
That tells me nothing about
Groupers are also notoriously known for being femboys because
the playlist had 30 plays.
That's what I'm going to say that meme warfare takes part in so many different communities.
The thing has more than 30 plays. What do you mean?
That's what he's saying. I cannot confirm nor deny.
The playlist has been around since 2023. It is most definitely not. It has a lot more than 30 plays.
Well, I mean,
so anyways, the Bella Ciao thing. You know what I kind of came to mind.
Also, I'm not sure.
Is this a copy? Like, could it be the Luigi thing too? Like, because again, Bella Ciao and the 3X. I don't know about that song you're talking about, but from somebody who's not involved with all that, I'm just like,
Yeah, and I'm not too sure about wanting to die on the hill of going to Mike from PA as a reputable source.
God, that is a terrible hill to die on.
He's about as reliable as Nick Fuentes, the same ilk.
But the difference is, look at the screenshot he posted.
The difference is, but see the difference.
Oh my God! I just noticed that is Mike from PA.
There's a closer ideological alignment. That's the difference.
But don't put all your baskets in Mike from PA. I don't care about him.
I wouldn't put a single basket in Mike from PA if he was the last basket carrier.
Well, when you've got an America First Ciao Bella guy wishing Nick Fuentes a happy birthday.
What?
when you've got a grouper named if you look at the screenshot I posted there with Mike and PA, right there, if you look at the little image just below that in that he posted with it, right, specifically you've got someone named Chow Bella AF America. Okay. It's a grouper wishing Nick Fuentes happy birthday, whose name is Bella Chow.
That literally tells us nothing about the shooter, though.
Yeah, I mean, just because somebody, like I said, like
that's not even like, even if that, like, let's say that's a coincidence. That's not even a crazy coincidence.
I mean, Groypers love using memes to indoctrinate.
That doesn't mean that he's a Groyper. Oh my God!
No yelling, please. And secondly, so there's a lot of. I remember when I was.
I will yell if I want to.
You guys were kind of speculating.
I'll start yelling with you.
You can speculate.
It's Always Sunny episode. I said, if you start yelling, I'll start yelling with you. Just turn this into an It's Always Sunny episode.
This is what I'm saying. It's just a fucking speculation. Like, this is like
chill out. If you want to talk about it, like in terms of like speculating or exploring different avenues, that's fine. Just chill out. Anyways, we don't know.
I've got to admit, MAGA Daniel looks a lot like Daniel Larson.
Daniel who?
He looks like Daniel Larson.
Who do I look like?
He said you look like Daniel.
That's a bit of a low blow. That's pretty fucking rude. He's a piece of shit.
He gives off Daniel Larson vibes. Like he's gonna start screaming to blow up the White House.
I said, but is he good looking?
No.
Oh.
Is that bad?
And I disagree.
What's an insult? How dare you?
Yeah.
I care more.
Daniel Larson.
Look, say what you want. He's got a amazing, good-looking, beautiful girlfriend. So talk shit all you want.
Thank you.
Anyways, that's not really relevant if he's fuck ugly, but. Daniel's not fuck ugly, right, Daniel?
All I'm gonna say is, right? We'll wait till the 16th, and then we'll have when his first court appearance happens, Tyler's first court appearance, we'll be able to go through the social media thing because they'll most likely show everything on social media.
But do you see the difference between what you're doing and what I'm doing? Is I'm not actually saying that I know these things yet, and so like if it comes out. And he's not ending up a Groyper. And I'm not saying that I know that he's not.
Yeah, what if
but if it turns out that he's not, you're gonna look pretty.
Because that's my point. Like, what if he's trying to troll the Groypers? Like, what if this is like intentional?
Yeah, we just don't know.
Let me interject here because Josh told me about these Groypers. Hold on, Brisbane. Josh told me about these Groypers, and if I recall, they're Nick Fuentes followers.
Fuentes guys, yeah.
Yeah, fucking Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
So,
so they're just a collection of assholes that are related to Nick Fuentes, and they're called Groypers.
Yeah, I hate Fuentes, so I didn't even know what that was. I can't say that.
They're an extremist. They're an extremist.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It sounds lame.
Myron Gaines pisses me off.
Myron pisses you off?
Yeah. Even he
pisses us off too.
Yeah, because that's why I like Charlie Kirk more, man. I thought he was a lot more peaceful, a lot more. I mean, I get it. You don't like the views. You think, okay.
I mean, I've seen some things you said that are
some things,
pretty,
but you could disagree with. But at the end of the day, he wasn't. Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes are like they take it to a different level of just being mean spirited.
Yeah,
I don't think Charlie Kirk was ever mean spirited like that. I think he had a strong viewpoint. He had his strong viewpoints. And, he just debated what his viewpoints were. And if he manipulated the debates to make them look more, champions, I can see all that. But either way, I don't think who left. I don't think.
I think he had.
I think losing someone like Charlie Kirk is now going to fucking increase the views for people like Myron and Nick Fuentes. And that's a negative in society,
I have a bit of a point on that.
That's a negative on society. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That Myron
Gaines.
Yeah, Myron Gaines.
But it sucks because Nick Fuentes was doing more streaming than Kai, and I think Speed combined. Like, he is now stealing the Charlie Kirk fan base, and because of the reaction that we've had on social media to so many people like cheering and encouraging a murder, you're gonna get a more radicalist group of people that once followed Charlie Kirk, and now they're gonna lead to somebody like Nick Fuentes, and that sucks. I think that's a total loss on all
Speed like a
parties.
Political person?
No, he's not. But the reason I mention them is they're the most popular people. Kai and Speed are very popular, and so for Nick Fuentes to do their numbers,
they're popular.
I don't know. Crazy. I mean, I don't know about going to Fuentes as much as like Myron. I'd see them going to Myron probably more than Fuentes.
Probably, but either way, it's like Myron's not as intelligent either. He doesn't.
No.
Yeah, and he does a lot of things very mean-spirited, and I'm like, that's not...
Okay, Cosmic, don't just say no. Make a fucking argument. You trigger me with that.
Get up in DC, Cosmic.
No.
We need some Giga Chad lefties.
No, okay. But yeah, no, it's a bummer. You know, I would rather see more Charlie Kirks emerge on the left side, more Joe Rogans.
Yeah, but he's also
on the
more
side,
extreme, Barco. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't create a barrier.
People, you know, that we have differing beliefs about. I mean, the whole thing is our First Amendment, free speech platform, and if it's your platform, then maybe you have the ability to, you know, pick and choose who debates you. But just
pause real quick. Out of a big point of because you see me like getting into it with Cosmic sometimes, but I love the crap out of him. Everybody, let's give applause in chat for Cosmic, who has now been subscribed to me for 6 months. Based fucking man, thank you so much, buddy. You know I love you. No, it's true.
Cool.
It's true.
Look at that. Look at all the Pepe frogs.
Yeah, Pepe clap.
Sweet.
Mika! Alright, can you move the laptop that way so she can come on camera?
Okay.
Mika, come here, baby. Come here, baby.
Dude, when you got hyped, dude, she woke up from that nap.
Yeah.
And then she went right
Hi,
back to sleep.
babes. Come here.
But yeah, the idea that
Come here, baby.
All right.
Oh, can you hear me, Daniel?
Mika, appearance for Cosmic. Can you come up? Can you come up?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Hi.
Yeah, the idea that he was trying to make that somehow information warfare in terms of memes is limited to groypers just doesn't pan out.
There she is.
Every political spectrum uses it, whether it's the left, the right, MAGA, leftist. Everyone uses meme warfare.
Socialists, Marxists, everyone, Islam, everyone, like literally everyone.
Yeah. Every religion, creed, you know.
I follow a really awesome one called Trad West. It's on Instagram.
I love you, buddy.
All they do all day long is post just like funny Christian memes that are like, we need to start a new crusade. And it's just constantly like, we need a crusade again. And I love that account. What? They're funny, dude.
Jesus Christ. That's when you should have said literally.
Hey, dude. Yeah. Look, they be posting photos like this all day, dude. I'm about to make it my screensaver.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking show the camera.
Okay, here. Where do I go? Right here? Yeah. Boom. That's my screensaver.
Good lord.
But yeah, that's Trad West, you know?
Who dipped this time? Was that Daniel?
I don't dip, I zen.
Yeah, everybody fucking fucked off. We were having a good chat.
Yes, sir. What else is news in the new in the news? I mean, it can't all be about Charlie Kirk, even though, you know, I found it as a terrible loss. I was pretty depressed, actually.
I mean, look, I wasn't a fan of Charlie Kirk, but obviously the way everything went down, I think is pretty fucked up and tragic. The entire country basically saw a guy get murdered in front of everybody, and yeah, that's not good for everybody.
Wow. Over 30 people across the country have been fired, put on leave, investigated, or faced calls to resign because of social media posts criticizing Charlie Kirk.
Well, it's one thing. It's not criticizing. I mean, goddamn, some people just need to learn that their mouth gets them in their own way. But like I said, there's some people that have said extreme shit. Like, you gotta be careful. It's one thing to criticize Charlie Kirk. It's another to like cheer the murder, a political assassination. It's
Real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. I got in an argument with somebody who was a set med, and I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick. I'll make this quick. But like he was my set med, and you know he has like fucking crazy Antifa views. He's like on his Instagram burning the American flag, burning the thin blue line flag. And I dude, after this Charlie Kirk thing, he was just like going like cheering about his death, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's sick. And I'm like, how in good like conscience would I ever hire you as a set med or like ever want you to be a medic of someone of different opinion? Because I don't know, it creates like how do I not believe that you'd be biased when giving proper aid to anybody like that? You wouldn't want anyone in your medical field.
You're like, if I get fucked, dude.
But yeah, fucked up, bro. You gotta let me fucking get in dude. I don't know, but like there is a responsibility by teachers, professionals, people in the medical you know, fields to not have like such extremist views, because then you worry about if they'll do the right thing when dealing with the Trump supporter, we'll say. I mean, there's people, I forgot who ran FEMA. We're trying to actively point out the southern Florida houses that had Trump signs so they weren't getting aid right away.
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure that's been debunked.
Well, then there is the professor that said that we shouldn't give aid to the Houston hurricane survivors, since so many of them were Trumpers.
I would believe that more than the first
but
thing
I'm pretty positive the FEMA thing is true. The lady got fired. They doxed her and fired her.
They fired her.
And then just today, they fucking pointed out that Fairfax high school principal, who on his social media is saying, one down, millions to go. We need to get rid of these far right Republicans. That's fucking crazy.
Are you talking about our county? Dan, are you talking about Virginia?
No. My bad. Fairfax High School here in Los Angeles. It's actually where my girlfriend lives, right off Melrose. I pass it all the time. But you can't think in good faith that teacher with that extreme of a view is not trying to like push its politics on the kids. Like, I don't know. He's also the president of the Gay Straight Alliance.
Anti-trans now that even for a cis person you can't say there.
What happened?
You said it for the teacher.
Oh. Hey. No. Yeah, I didn't even catch that. But it's just so ingrained in me now. But seriously, I mean, there just comes into like, you can't have like these higher positions of authority and then have such extremist language being a part of, and us supposed to believe that now we're in like good hands of these individuals. So
I don't think it's healthy.
The worst perpetrator of that, though.
It's another to encourage murder.
Is Trump? Yeah, that is a big issue.
And it creates the rhetoric that I feel like
it should be the first and foremost point whenever we're having this type of discussion in the first place. Trump should be the first one that we're calling out. You shouldn't be even thinking about the left side, because they don't have the power right now. And for you to even be calling them out right now when Trump is actively doing what you're saying, he is actively doing what you're literally. He is encouraging political violence. He never never discourages it.
When? When's your greatest example? What's your greatest example? When's the most recent?
There's great people on both sides. That's probably the best.
That's
like
man. That's more recent than that. And that's also way out of context. I've seen the video.
The recent interview on Fox News.
He actually condemned. He condemned.
We can bring up the video if you think that's out of context. For sure.
The full video. I can go into full description of it. He said there was people that went to that protest.
Ben Shapiro concedes that was bad.
He said there's people that went to that protest that wanted to keep landmarks around. They weren't a part of this racist, white supremacist movement. He condemned the white supremacy. He condemned people a part of that.
He never said there weren't.
Yes, he did. He absolutely did. There's definitely video evidence of him condemning white supremacy. There's actually multiple videos of it.
Stand black.
There's actually multiple videos of Ben Shapiro calling him out for not saying that too, and he's on your side.
But I want to say Ben Shapiro's on my side.
But he does call him out specifically for not condemning the white supremacists.
How old is that video? How old is all of this? Is this like content that was Ben Shapiro's immediate reaction, and then we've had time
this is years later. This is his response years later. He actually even conceded to Destiny about it when they debated.
Literally condemning white supremacy, saying that these people are wrong. This is not at all.
I'm not saying that I think that he's a white supemacist. I'm not saying that I think he's a white supremacist.
Cinderella.
I'm just saying he doesn't tone down the violence.
Daniel is saying sounds right for his
how about George Floyd? Did he tone down the violence during George Floyd?
What violence?
Did he help cool the temperature?
I mean, at that point, there was so many politicians that are encouraging violence.
That's
all
cherry
across
picking.
The cities.
How is that cherry picking?
I don't know. We're gonna talk
what
about
violence
every
are you talking about? What do you mean cool down?
Something?
He was asking me for examples.
Okay.
Well, no. What example did Trump do in the George Floyd situation that was encouraging violence? Because that's what you're saying. We're not arguing if he's cooling down the temperature. We're arguing if he's in how.
He stoked the flames.
How?
During the George Floyd stuff, I'd have to look that one up, actually.
Okay, then why even mention it if you have to look it up? What other examples do you have that you know?
There are a lot of examples that for one thing, Trump is like a toxic person that
like
I
said,
I try not to
spend history
like
too,
most of my time.
You still keep mentioning everything that's in the first term.
Even for one, even his response to this Charlie Kirk shooting. How about that?
What was the response?
His response is, look at what the crazy left lunatics are doing. He said he's put the onus entirely on the left without any information about who the shooter is.
But without information of who the shooter is, I mean, there is like...
Correct. That was literally within an hour.
There is an entire leftist community right now gleefully cheering the man's assessation, no matter what.
Well, to be fair, that doesn't tell us anything about the shooter themselves, even if that were true.
And everybody in power is disavowing it, and they are... Everybody on the left in power... Okay, I can give you a video of like 20... lefties that are all disavowing it, and they're all the mainstream ones.
Nah, that's good. They should. If they want to keep positions of power, they should absolutely.
Yeah, everybody is disavowing it except for Trump. Trump's putting it all on the left.
No, that's not true.
Right now.
I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, like at the end of the day, when you see reactions,
that's a much better one.
What?
Alan Tudyk.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, dude.
Why? Shush. Hush.
Excuse me. Whose stream is this?
Let's not talk about that. Do you really want to talk about that? Dark and light Bros.
You know, that's the first. I'm alright. I'm fine with that. I've gotten like...
That is very much a compliment.
Alright.
50 grams of cocaine in a day? What? That's not real. I've given you that one, Daniel. For sure.
But no, I don't believe that Trump is encouraging violence. I don't believe he's telling people that
he's not.
Oh
my goodness.
I mean, we could look into as far as encouraging goes, but I think you could admit he's definitely not discouraging.
I will agree with that. I'm saying he's not like lowering the temperatures.
Right.
But at the same time, because I know how this fucking guy is, this is why Trump does drive me crazy.
Oh, we got spam.
It would be great if he... I know, dude. He's going to use this as a motivational way to win a midterm. It's fucks, dude. It is. I do find that
the polls aren't... The polls haven't shifted that much, doesn't look like, since the...
Give it time. I've seen a lot of... At least, like...
Yeah, no, it's
just...
responses the main point is just, like... The main point is that, like, if we're going to be spending so much time calling out the left and spend no time calling out Trump, that seems like irrational or something.
I mean,
his rhetoric is often pretty inflammatory. Like, that's not even a controversial thing to say.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be the whole political climate these days. Now everybody is trying to, funny enough, be like the next Trump.
Well, but
honestly,
then you look at like things like when the most of the Democrat politicians, minus like I guess fucking Ilhan Omar and some of them are crazy ones.
Yeah.
They all come out and they condemn this shit right away, and they say we need to lower the temperature. We need to, violence.
Because they're all like, "Fuck, dude, I'm gonna get shot next." Yeah. There's gotta be a fear in your heart.
So I think
like that.
I think there is a responsibility here that Trump hasn't really lived up to that I would very much like to see him do.
Yeah, I know. I would too. I've given up on that. There would never be a day he says sorry. It's crazy, but then
I think it's important to recognize that and be like, some of this is kind of on him too.
Yeah, I had the argument or like that convo with my buddy Joey, who he's always been liberal, but due to recent times he fucking leans more conservative these days. Okay. Just based on like the it's just funny because you could be pro healthcare, like universal healthcare, you could be pro choice to a degree. But the moment you start talking about anything that you go against on Democrats, they alienate you pretty fast. So he was also against the whole transgender stuff in schools. There's a few different topics we had, but and he's like, and then they alienate you. Like the Democratic Party is, it's almost more welcoming.
Well, again, remember, it's not the more moderate people who are doing the cancel culture shit. It is definitely the far lefties.
I feel like the far left has become the majority, though.
It's not. It's really, really not. They are just the loudest. It's what's the name of that? What is the name of that I know there's a name for that specifically, where like the loud minority is, you know, there's
the Pareto rule. Pareto rule. 80-20 rule.
Maybe. I think there's like a named, like someone's name. I don't know, but as you get the idea, where it's like you end up thinking that's the case for a number of reasons. Mm-hmm. Number one, they're the loudest group, even though they're smallest. And number two, now you have like Trump and other people on the right who are constantly painting us all within the same bubble, when realistically we're not actually in the same bubble. But like,
yeah, there's like a big push right now to distinguish. There's like a big push right now on the left to distinguish progressives and liberals. There's like a really big push to distinguish this on the left. Which is why I always say, a lot of people are pushing
I always say, you know, that I'm always like, listen, I'm a liberal, don't put me in with the far left. And I appreciate it, by the way. I saw when you made those posts about Charlie Kirk, and you were upset about like people who were like, you know, in glee and shit from him dying. You specifically said, and I noticed this, you said the far left, and I did appreciate that.
Yeah,
because there is a difference there. The problem is to most people who like don't know people who are more moderate like me, or who only have friends who are like MAGA or Republican or whatever, they think that's they don't realize that someone like me isn't part of that group. And one of the most important things is like we need to start making those distinctions. Just like you personally are like, you know, yeah, I go for Trump, I have the hat, but technically I'm not MAGA like the crazy
I'm really
MAGA
not.
people.
Yeah. I supported him definitely during his campaign, largely because of the people that started joining his campaign. Like when RFK Jr. went over to him, that was like, okay, you're really starting to get my support. With RFK Jr., even Tulsi Gabbard. Like, I felt like he created a team, and I still felt like the Democrats were lost. You know, like, it just didn't seem like you guys were solidified as much as the
most best governor in the nation.
That guy sucks. That guy sucks, and he's fucking California up, man. Like, think about the billions of dollars.
Homelessness is going down. We're about to have cheaper housing costs.
Into speed rails.
Just you wait.
Like, dude, he's a fucking money launderer.
Well, no, but you know why the speed rail got fucked? Is because of all these regulations that we're now starting to look at.
Good, dude. I hate the regulations out here. It's destroyed the film industry.
California is the poster child for regulations.
For bad regulations, and we're changing our direction on this.
And regulations and fees, dude. They keep increasing the price of just getting a permit. You know, it's fucking insane.
The guy who oversaw the like implementation of all the regulation, yeah, he's the one that's going to deregulate it. Great, good job.
I doubt it. He hasn't done anything.
I do agree.
He's already started doing it. What do you mean?
Yeah,
he's already started doing it.
I believe that he's going to try and do what's politically expedient for him.
Also the poster child for growth, innovation, and wealth creation. California has grown more than it's in its entire history.
Every regulation he would create is going to be entirely determined on who's funding his campaign. It's gonna.
Sorry, that has nothing to. What your statistic just. What the thing you just stated has nothing to do with Gavin fucking Newsom. Okay, that has to do with the technology. That has to do with like the brain power in California.
Yeah, you want to know why plastic straws were banned in California? Because the paper straw company was donating $100,000 towards his campaign.
It's actually that's actually because a lot of Californians are pretty.
Yeah, pretty far left.
Retarded,
not really.
Honestly.
Like, there was. I mean, it's a paper company that did donate to his campaign.
Wait, Daniel, I know you're a big abundance guy. Jump in here, help me out.
Jump in.
Wait, a pro Newsom guy? By the way, before you say anything, Daniel, Jordan, remember when we watched him and you showed me the Hannity versus Newsom thing?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that guy seems pretty nice. My opinion has since changed.
Okay.
Go ahead, Daniel.
His approach to economics has also since changed.
No, I mean, scandals and some other screwy shit. But anyway.
I just don't. Yeah, he changes so quickly. That's
that guy's slimy. He's just
he's changing into abundance economics. We should be fucking celebrating this. What is this? Holy shit,
dude! Just give me Ezra. Why just give me Ezra Klein? Why do I have to have
him run for governor? He's not running for governor.
Just give me. I'm just saying, you know, like give me somebody that actually has the ideas, not somebody that's some fucking puppet of the guy that actually has the real ideas. So then tell him to get him to run
for governor. What do you want? He's not running for governor.
I'm just a loser, okay? he's not going to listen to me.
I mean, I just want to just to get one thing out. Most politicians don't come up with the ideas that they put out. They usually have advisors.
I will concede. I will.
So
yes, that's a fair point.
The average politician, they have. I mean, even speeches. They have.
Yeah, that's a really good. That's a really good point.
And advisors for policy making decisions. So, if you have someone who's sound of mind and making a policy, I mean, I don't really care if the person makes the policy themselves. I mean, as long as they're crediting where they got the idea from. If it's a good policy.
Why is your audio always so fucked?
Yeah, my problem. I just don't. I don't trust him. Like, I think that his metrics for like determining what the good ones are is like mainly based on his pocketbook, right?
Yeah,
I don't think he's
exactly
like some intelligent bro.
I don't think he's like some intelligent dude. If that means we get Ezra Klein's abundance, then I don't give a shit.
Well, I think we'll get Ezra Klein's abundance wrapped up into fucking Google and Apple's fucking Silicon Valley shit. That's what will happen.
Well, they're not the ones building houses. They're not the ones building houses.
They're the ones with the political power in California. I've lived there my whole life, for sure. Like, yeah, and that part is for sure. That is like the oligarchy state, okay?
When do you start doing reactions to videos?
If the voters vote for this measure, whether it's Apple or someone else,
I mean, we do a little bit of that, but
they're not going to be able to if the voters decide to pass.
You want to react to
you don't think that the political will of the people has been subverted in California at any point in time?
Oh God, no.
He's kind of aggressive.
It's not that it hasn't been.
I was kind of surprised. Took it personal.
As much as I defied Apple, they are not powerful.
I don't know.
That might Charlie before he was even nominated for VP.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know if,
freaking. I brought it up before, but what's it called? Uber and all of them.
Fun, man. I mean, you want to get you know.
SpaceX.
We reacted to JD Vance.
There's a bunch of Tesla. They impact policy significantly more than the population, than the populace does.
I mean, if there's an argument that there's an abundance of lobbyists, yeah, you're gonna have lobbyists everywhere. But
all right, let's eliminate the idea that Newsom becomes president or the top Democratic candidate.
I don't think he's.
Is that what you guys are talking about?
What would be the next best options? Like, what would be, because who could be the leader of the Democrat Party? Obama was the last great leader of the Democrat Party, and then even he's kind of lost his like, I don't know, his group of people. Like, who would be a new face? Clean. I mean, people have had this person speak. Who was the guy, Cory Booker, that gave that long speech?
Cory Booker is cool. I'm thinking one of my big dark horse candidate right now, and I've mentioned this on stream before. No.
You just can't see it. Yeah, America voting for a gay man.
Is Andy Bashir.
I don't know who that is.
He's the governor of Kentucky.
Governor of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Because he doesn't have a lot of the baggage.
Right.
He appeals to like more centrist people without
Newsom
a lot of the
will
issues.
Not win.
He's been raising funding really well behind the scenes. I could see him being a big dark horse candidate.
Yeah, he also appealed enough in a very deeply red state to win the government.
That's the kind of guy that you guys would need to uplift.
Yeah.
Somebody.
That's the point. That's actually the point. The fact that you guys don't know that name yet is kind of a good thing.
It is a good thing. It's like when Obama emerged out of nowhere. You know, and it's
I knew that.
Before the Oprah.
Yeah, I read about him at first in time when he first became senator.
Yeah,
and I was like just a
kid,
and I was like, I want to see this guy become president. And
yeah, and then Oprah gave him an hour special, and he didn't announce his presidency, his presidential candidacy quite yet.
I don't need to lose.
But it shows that there's a lot of inside knowledge going on too.
Listen,
that's a good point.
I don't like people.
That's a conspiracy among people. They're like that inside ball. Like a lot of people clearly knew that Obama was going to run for presidency because he got a Time article and because he got an hour on Oprah, and it was like, okay. Why is this?
How is that a conspiracy, though?
I don't know.
That just kind of makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's the idea that
they...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Stop being so polite, you motherfuckers. Yeah, Daniel, go ahead. Well,
I think
Daniel
the largest. I think the largest flaw, that Obama had in the party was not having someone as successor to lead the party.
You mean not the guy who became
was one of the biggest.
President?
I mean, that's entirely the Democratic Party's fault. You guys could have had Bernie. I still think if fucking Hillary Clinton didn't screw Bernie.
There was a gap in between.
You don't like Bernie.
So there was a gap in between. So for instance, between
I didn't even vote in 2016, but I planned on voting for Bernie.
Yeah. Fair. So what I was saying is that there was sort of a gap in the years from France.
God damn,
motherfucker.
Your fucking audio,
Damn it,
dude.
Daniel.
Damn it, Daniel. Hey, listen, but Daniel, I get it. You know, the reason they didn't have a successor as well is because the DNC runs shit. Obama doesn't. Like, your super delegates run shit. If you guys listen to your, constituents, Bernie was gonna be it was the fact that you guys screwed Bernie that led to Trump's first term. Like, so many people switched over because they saw corruption.
Bernie's never going to win.
But it is. I know many people.
No, what happened was there was a wider range of Democrat candidates, right? And this happened in 2020 as well. There was a wider range of more moderate Democrat candidates, and then Bernie was like the one who had like the farther left ones, and because all of those votes were kind of spread across that wider range of more moderate candidates, once all of those dropped out and endorsed either Hillary or Biden, all of those votes that were spread across there all coalesced around them. So what looked like Bernie was getting screwed was actually them saying, okay, we know we're not going to win this primary, time to step back and say, okay, we're going to go behind Biden.
Bernie was a far more popular candidate than Hillary Clinton, though. So,
and even with that, he lost by 3 million votes.
But I knew several people who were going to vote for Bernie, and then they switched to Trump.
Yeah, but I don't think you understand like how popular the Clintons were with like black Democrats. They're really fucking popular.
I feel like Bernie would be fucking more popular.
I do think Clinton was the worst.
I feel like that's a horrible argument because no matter what, like the black population was
a huge percentage. Of the Democrat
so many of the black population already votes Democrat. Yeah. No matter who's the candidate.
but it was very true though.
They were never gonna vote for Bernie, dude.
Why? Why would they vote for Trump? Like that wouldn't make any sense either. What? In the first term,
they wouldn't vote for Bernie.
I know, but like why? Right, so then, but my point is, if Bernie was in that position, why would they vote for Trump
Bernie
over
was doing well until like Super Tuesday, and then it was over. Right?
Yeah,
because then he got
and one of the things is even
that
if
were like southern states and shit like that that have a huge
and Clinton won. When you look at the tally, she won by over 3 million votes. So even if you subtracted all the super delegates, he never would have been able to catch up in the primary voting system.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just hate this like
overestimated Bernie's chances.
I mean,
the closest he was in 2016.
I just hate this feeling of like royalty kind of going on into the presidency of like
that's exactly
Clinton's.
What it feels
it's
like
yeah. That's why Clinton's was a terrible candidate in my opinion. In terms of like for the general populace.
Yeah, like that's
I really
fine,
think that's
and I
like
don't
kind of
necessarily think you're wrong about that. But if you were looking at it just from like, why did Bernie lose? This idea that there was like some sort of like.
Oh, I'm not talking about the Bernie thing. I was just addressing.
Yeah.
I was just saying that I don't like. I wish that they had just. I just wish there was another candidate in there that was good. I don't know who.
I mean, I guess in hindsight, we all kind of wish that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, after this, it's just going to be 8 years of J.D. Vance once the next election comes around. So.
Yeah, that's Emu Al Borland.
Pete stole Iowa in
2020.
I'm just kidding.
Everybody's shifting to Vance right now.
Right?
No, everybody's shifting to Vance. All of the major like influencers and shit, they're all slowly shifting right now.
We knew that was going to
happen. They're doing it.
Right?
No, there's a bunch of brain broken people that think that there's not going to be another election. Like, do you know how much I hear that?
I know, it's so
funny. It's actually kind of infuriating.
It's really stupid.
I think that there are going to be. there are going to be a lot of people who support him, but he still does not have the
Trump gonna be president
charisma and the ability to lead the movement.
Yeah, FDR. So. Actually, he'll probably just die in office.
Able to run. He's not going to be able to run in 2028.
We'll see if he makes it to the end of
this. They have to shift to Vance, bro. I'm telling you, they have no option.
What I'm saying is they may shift to him, but they are not going to have the same fear of him that they do of Trump, because he does not have that same hold over the party. He's not the same type of kingmaker.
I know. I'm not just like inherently worried about Vance. I don't honestly know enough about him to be worried, honestly. I feel like he's kind of probably posturing for Trump in most of his positions, so it's kind of hard to decipher what he honestly believes and stuff.
You mean Go?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to learn the game better. It's a really complex game. You guys keep talking. It's fine.
Yeah, I was listening. I was trying to get Jordan to play me in a game. You get bored watching him play this game.
How?
Nah, it's cool. I want to play Mocho.
You know, he's getting really good at Astroneer.
Oh, I could be in trouble.
Oh, they catching up.
Vance versus Buttigieg.
I knew there was still a chance. Yeah, once you told me Keenan Allen, I was like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, but Jacoby Myers, dude.
Is good, but the Raiders suck. But the Chargers are good, and Keenan Allen's
My
good.
dad's gonna talk so much shit. Whatever.
That's your dad you played?
No, but he was telling me I could release. Shut the fuck up, Daniel.
Dude, let's play Gomoku. Come on, bro.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude.
It's Chinese checkers. See? Gomoku.
Let's go.
Dude, then why does it say all those other letters?
I have no fucking clue.
I think that's the full word. We just call it Go.
You're leaving if they put up
Here
a
in America, we like to make
Pete
things
would be a
short and
great
easy.
president, but he's not going to win in a general, I don't think.
Who?
Pete.
Yeah, good luck with Pete. I actually like Pete. He seems real cool.
Yeah.
I can tell you the rest of this country just wouldn't vote a gay man in. No, I'm not, it's a bummer.
Urkel.
Yeah, he's bored. He's kind of just like boring, unfortunately, dry.
Yeah, you do need a little bit of.
He needs the suspenders, because he's like Urkel.
Yeah. On top of whatever identity politics stuff he has going, that can work against him.
You guys hear J.D. Vance's speech today?
I don't do that.
I heard part of
it. He said, I think, what was his exact words? It was something like, we need to stop the extreme leftists. They're screaming at our children. Something like that. Jeez,
we need a coup.
Yeah,
it's sad, bro. Because Pete
stay
is
armed.
a fucking good candidate, and he'd be a great president. He's just kind of too boring, I think, for most people.
Walls?
No,
were you
he's
talking
a
about Walls
loser.
No.
He's a loser.
That was a horrible VP candidate.
Should have been
Bro,
Shapiro.
no, Walls was actually really good. He just didn't
way better.
put him in front of anybody.
Man, I mean, no, that guy got caught up in constant lies. I
think there was one lie that I'm aware of.
He was all right, but he fucked up the Tiananmen Square thing. It's like,
exactly. The Tiananmen Square thing. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I can even cut him some slack for that, but it's like he can't, not on that date. Sorry.
Nah.
No.
He was very good at being moderating. I felt like he was pretty moderate.
He said that he
they
was
also swapped
the head coach
campaign
for the football team.
strategist.
Turned out to be the assistant. Can't lie about that, dude. He lost
they
the entire football community.
They swapped from that campaign team.
Yeah, I feel like the main problem with Walls was the campaign that he just didn't get it. Nobody heard what he was saying for the most part.
The original campaign staffers and managers they had that put forth that strategy of putting him out when he was calling people weird and everything, they swapped them out partway through for another one, and they sort of had him more restrained and held back. What?
Oh wait, so you're saying like he was more of a weirdo before, and then they like reeled that back? Like I didn't know a lot about him, honestly.
I don't think he's saying more. I think he was saying that he was more vocal. I think he was just saying
he was more vocal. He had a lot more vocal part in the campaign.
All right, well, give me some like examples of
So one of the things is he started doing a lot of the meme things, calling Trump and Vance weird and a lot of other things that sort of got under people's skin, and it was sort of polling very positively with a lot of the base in the Democratic Party.
Like, my impression was he was doing the hey, back in the day, like the football, a relatable thing, like, hey, I'm an old dad. And I thought that was somewhat, I'm like, yeah, that works, but you're saying that he started getting into the internet culture, which probably would be weird and jarring.
Well, he did. It actually didn't have. It actually.
He's not saying that he was weird. He's saying that Vance said that Trump was weird. Daniel's not saying that.
I understand that. I'm also commenting. If I had seen that, I'd be like, I'm assuming that it was just strange because he's old and it was out of character for whatever he was portraying.
Yeah, and it was like, it's sort of like part of the fact is like in the second half of the campaign, the strategy was retooled, and he wasn't really given that much to do on the campaign trail. He was sort of held back a lot more than he was
so
early on.
That kind of makes sense from the layperson perspective, which I'm playing right now. Just like he came in and.
Yeah, because he was a lot more like attack dog style.
And I was kind of arguing that they should have maintained that. In my opinion, I think that would have been a more effective strategy, because I think he was actually being pretty based and like calling out the right.
And they sort of had him switch to sort of like nice Midwestern dad in the
because that's all I got out of it was when he was on like debate.
Yeah,
that's all and maybe a few other ancillary things, but like I'm not online like that watching that kind of thing. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they completely retooled the strategy from sort of like he was supposed to go in like red hot, and then it was like basically sort of like win people over with folksy charm and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently they picked him over Shapiro because like he and Harris just got along, which is like that's not why you pick a.
Wait, what's Shapiro chances of being the next
should have been like the presidential candidate?
And there were some advisors who said,
what's his chance? Like, would he be a leading candidate?
There were some.
Oh yeah, he's one of the choices. Yeah, Shapiro was also.
Yeah, there were some.
Sweet.
Let's talk over that.
What do you mean was? Did he denounce
Judaism on that campaign?
What does "was a Jew" mean?
Yeah, Shapiro.
Well, yeah, he's still a Jew.
Oh, okay. He's like, due to the recent
he's still a
climate of Israel, I've decided to take back my bar mitzvah.
He throws his yarmulke into the sea. I renounce my faith.
Tears that little 13-year-old picture in half.
One of the things that was sort of commented on by like anonymous former staffers is that by some of the staffers in the Harris campaign, he was seen as too ambitious and perhaps as someone who might take the spotlight away, because his personality was compared. Yeah, that was.
Newton feels so bad.
Yeah, this was sort of like listed as a concern among some of the staffers on her campaign.
What a fucking stupid thing! Yeah. Oh my god!
Well, how is his wit like in terms of him being an attack dog character? Because I don't know the side of.
A lot of people compare Shapiro's way of speaking to almost like Obama.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
What? That's also wait. Obama's
and he is quite a bit younger. That's a positive too.
A lot of people compare his energy and the way that he speaks, and
he goes up. He's
how
like,
he fires up crowds.
Hey guys, I'm Jewish.
That is not. But Shapiro talks at the tempo of like a lawyer. Like that's not the vibe from Obama. Obama's a great orator, but what?
It was sort of strange reasoning, but yeah, the bottom line was that he was seen by some in the campaign as too ambitious.
IEJOO.
Yeah, that's a horrible reason not to get. Too ambitious is crazy. Instead, you got like the sloth, Tim Waltz, in replacement instead. I mean, you wanted somebody that could probably go.
We're running for president and vice president. What do you mean too? Like, how much more ambitious are you getting than that?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Man. He would have actually like had a good, proper debate with JD Vance, but instead you had Tim Waltz get floored by Vance. That was great.
Yeah, Vance that was quite excellent, I have to say.
Yeah, he's good at debating. I mean, he's also very in touch with how the average American thinks. You don't have somebody who's like, he's more opposite of Trump, and I do like that. He comes from an actual dirt poor background, understands how much drugs.
Whoa!
How much
appellation?
He understands how much drugs. I mean, have you seen what his background was? I don't know. It's.
That's what he says.
But yeah, I mean, I've seen his family picture in front of the house. I mean, you're right. He wasn't sleeping in cars. My girlfriend, man, she fucking came up sleeping in motels and cars.
Oh no, I mean, if his background, again, it's just it's a more of a regional thing. But when people say they're from Appalachian, it's just like, what do you mean exactly? Because a lot of people will say that, and it's just like, oh, okay.
But he did have a drug-addicted mom, so that's relatable to much of. Just anybody in America who deals with, whether it's drug-related parents, children, brothers,
everyday
friends.
Problems.
Yeah, it's so common here in America. It's a bummer. Damn it, it still won't come in.
One thing
that's relatable at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is.
And the one thing that I also think about too is that VP picks have been in the past chosen as well to be able to appeal to areas that are more like battleground and contentious areas. And Walz was from for the majority of the time, a safe state. So I think that Shapiro probably would have helped.
Where was he from again? I forget.
Why are you in trouble?
Who, Walz?
Yeah.
They just got.
And Walz was from Minnesota.
Just got intercepted.
So.
Well, okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
This is the last leg of my
parlay. So for the longest time, even though it was closer for this election, Minnesota has been seen as a reliably blue state.
Yeah, no. That's why I said, but yeah.
Yeah. So, Shapiro probably would have definitely helped Pennsylvania.
I just need the Chargers to win. Sorry, guys. What were y'all saying? I missed the last thing.
Yeah, we were talking football.
Oh, what I was saying.
Oh, I was just
Alma's back.
Minnesota.
Hey. Talking about intellectual stuff.
How was your debating?
Using our brains instead of,
Yeah.
Instead of what?
Our biceps.
It is what it is.
'Tis indeed.
Just had some hard R's dropped.
Wow.
By other people.
Oh, man. Rape?
Yeah, that's...
Yes, that one
definitely.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Regarded.
That's a hard R, right?
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
that's the hardest, right?
I personally feel like rape is a harder R than retarded.
R. Yes.
Are we talking about beginning of the word or end of the word? Like, which kind of hard R?
Yeah.
I think we're talking about the end of the word.
Oh no.
We're talking about clanker.
Oh, clanker, dude. Have you seen the community that defends, like, we shouldn't be calling them clankers? This is already...
Everybody's got a fucking,
Yeah.
I've heard people talking about how it's akin to racism.
It is akin to racism.
Wait, are we talking about damn legs clankers? Because I'm 100%... whoa. Those kind of clankers? As in robots?
Yes, robots.
Yeah.
So Josh got mad at me one night. I told him I was like pissed off. I was like, so I abused co-pilot tonight, and he's like, oh my, why, what? I was just like,
Josh said that.
Yeah, he kind of like had a negative reaction to it. I just told him straight up. I was like, yeah, I abused co-pilot. Said in a really nasty tone. He got mad, and I was just like, time out, stop. What are you saying exactly? You're mad that I abused Windows co-pilot, which I don't know. I'm not defending it. Like, of course I did. What do you want? You want me to abuse you instead?
I don't think that the. I think
it's an exaggeration, but
yeah, of course. But I think the whole clanker thing, if you want to like look at language, I think it probably I mean, originally in the early 2000s, like post the best Star Wars trilogy being released coming out, it was used by the Star Wars community to like specifically reference the N-word.
Agreed, agreed.
I
actually stopped calling people NPCs. I just call them clankers now.
Trap clanker.
Like, now it's used to refer to people as NPCs.
Yeah, that's exactly what I like.
And it's actually used to also refer to AI responses.
That's your parlay?
The last one.
The biggest issue people have.
Of any kind.
The issue people have is not using the term as a alternative to referring to a specific category of people with a racial slur. It's about an inanimate object.
Oh, anyone who says that's just terminally online. I think the actual underlying thing is the fact that it's to some degree subconsciously it is in reference to like the N-word. That is kind of like the association. I don't care, by the way. You say you do whatever, people can say whatever they want, but that's what
this came from Star Wars to Clone Wars, and I assure you George Lucas was not talking about
talking about battle.
It's talking about the other it's talking about
the origin.
Oh my God. It's talking about the othering of AI systems.
Who was the first one to say clanker? Mace Windu? Because that would be ironic.
It's the clones.
The clone troopers.
Oh, the clones.
The clone troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, George Lucas, he didn't leave the clan meeting with his hood and sheets. This
is also a very common trope in sci-fi and just like a cultural narrative thing that's been going on as far as should AIs eventually have rights? Like that is a thing that literally people like that is a actual thing that is going on.
I mean, you can make the argument, but until something actually shows some sort of sentience, I'm not going to treat something. I'm not going to treat an inanimate thing.
Fucking robosexuals.
With the same reason that
you gotta add fucking dude.
Yeah, with the same reason.
Sexuals, dude.
It's gonna happen.
It basically is anthropomorphization.
All you gotta do is put fucking ChatGPT into a sex robot, and that's a guy's girlfriend.
That's it. It's done.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to insult my toaster, I'm going to insult my toaster. I'm not going to be afraid that one day it might gain sentience and have its feelings hurt.
I agree that it's brain dead and all of that kind of stuff, but it is real that people actually like.
Well, I mean,
no one that should be taken seriously though feels that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, if you're in this chat.
I promise you, if you go to universities and shit like that, I guarantee
you. Data is an entirely different story. If we're talking about somebody like fucking, if we're talking about somebody like Data, that's a completely different situation.
But that is where that's where the conversation is derived from. It's from all of those works like freaking electric stream of electric sheet.
Yeah, but obviously, like, nothing we have is even close to that sort of a situation. That's why it's ridiculous right now.
Yeah,
Data was like as close to like an artificial form of sentience as you could think of at the time, and it was like even then it was still a debate.
Yeah, is Clanker going to be like the newest microaggression?
However, though, if you do think about what if there are defense contractors that actually do have full actual androids that are interacting with people right now and we don't even know it, and potentially even have organic parts?
How can we do something about something we don't know?
Oh no, I'm just.
But we're passporting transhumanism at its finest.
There we go, transhumanism. Thank you so much.
Those are androids, by the way.
Yeah, technically not transhumanism. It'd be cyborg, exactly.
Yeah, no.
In which case, I don't think there's really a question, right? Because that's just a human who's been augmented.
All these overlap, and that's why it's becoming more and more of a action. Especially if you're like really young and just think that everything's solved already, right? Like,
the thing about AI companion bots, there's a big issue, right? A serious issue with like AI chat bots and other things telling impressionable people to kill themselves, suicide.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
there's also companion. Then there's just the general girl, like digital girlfriend. So there's other issues to consider now, and I'm not considering those things sentient, but it's a safety issue too.
That's like all of these things are contributing to the.
We'll have no transhumanism here. Hey, only cishumanism.
I want to learn more about Van Neumann. Like, I heard that guy created like some of the beginning mathematics.
Von Neumann.
Beginning mathematics for both our nuclear bombs and AI. So. Well, he says something like the singularity is closer than we realize.
It is.
On his deathbed.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
It is.
But if you want to look at like a modern person, you're gonna want to look at Ray Kurzweil probably.
Okay.
Jesus, can we get to a place like sooner than later where they figure out how to solve the breakdown of like cells in the body so we can just live forever? That'd be cool.
Well, that's telomeres, right?
As soon as I said any name at all, cosmic.
We gotta keep
that's the hope.
Telomeres around. However we can.
And every generation has suspected it would be them that figured that out.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the generation.
Well, I think this is the generation. It's uploading consciousness.
There it is.
Have you guys seen?
I think Star Citizen will come out first.
Uploading consciousness does nothing for us.
Star Citizen will come out first.
I feel like uploading consciousness is better. Go ahead.
Even if you perfectly replicate it, my body does no longer experience it after I fucking die. Like,
listen,
it does nothing
your body,
for me.
my choice, okay?
Yeah.
So this is the classic Star Trek question, right? Materializes the same person.
Oh yeah, like
but
it would be a different body. I guess how would that transitionary period, or how would that transitionary
an avatar?
You don't experience a transition. Like my consciousness doesn't transition. That's the point, and that's why I'm saying it's bullshit. It doesn't do anything for us.
Let's get it to where that can be, though, right? I mean, I don't know what the kind of
the ultimate way is to integrate it into us.
That'd be cool
too. That's like the way you would do it.
That would be hype.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that'd be cool. I hate you on
I feel so tired just trying to trigger an argument.
I'm happy about it.
Fine. Murder phenomenon dependent only on material base.
That is true, but
okay.
That results in a continuity view.
Well, hold on, I don't know. Hold on. I feel so tired. That might saying a material base. Only on a material, like, so what? It's immaterial? Is that what you're saying, bro? Really?
I'm a material girl.
You see that article I just linked, Jordan?
Okay.
No.
I put it in the topics for stream, but it was this research that's going on in Japan about regrowing human teeth. They've isolated genes.
I've actually seen a bit about this.
Really?
Okay, I agree with you the way you said it now.
And they believe that it might even be able to be available as early as 2030.
So
that's cool. I could use that like now, honestly. My teeth are getting chipped.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was like, yo, like right now. Let's go.
Dude, I am all about. I mean, I was considering just getting veneers, dude. I hate having teeth. Fucking just replace my whole mouth. You know?
Well, unless you want to go like full like applesauce, but like yeah.
Do you lose jaw strength?
I guess it's getting more affordable.
Do you lose jaw strength with that?
Do you what?
Lose jaw strength when you get veneers.
I have no fucking clue, dude. I've never.
She said if you want, I want to go on to applesauce. So I mean, I feel like, I got a couple.
No, you said you hate
already.
having teeth.
I do. I hate having human teeth, dude. Give me like fucking diamonds in my mouth.
Just remove them
way
and put a bridge in or whatever.
Give me some gorilla teeth.
Yeah, oh, dude. Let's go full George Washington.
Some cow teeth? No, wait.
Fucking wooden teeth.
Was it? Somebody tell me the myth. I know one of those was a myth. It's either that it was wooden teeth or it was cow teeth.
Oh, you didn't hear about slaves' teeth?
He had multiple.
Yeah, he had his slaves' teeth in his mouth. That's why I made that joke.
Is that true? I've never
materials.
Yeah, I've heard that about him. Maybe it's possible.
He did have his slaves.
Yeah, slave's teeth. Yeah.
Okay, now there's so many. I have no fucking clue anymore.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it was a nice, young, healthy slave, and he was like, "That is a good tooth, sir. May I have it?"
Amazing Shane Gillis did he did a tour of Washington's fucking house or whatever, and he saw his teeth.
I was literally gonna bring that up.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It was great. I love Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately,
raging liberal, that guy.
I would love to put like, what animal does have the strongest tooth? You know, like why haven't we practiced that? Closest to human teeth. Give me a couple fucking. Give me a couple of the tiniest wolf fangs, like a wolf pup. Replace my fangs
they're
with
not
a
very
wolf pup.
strong, right?
That would be pretty cool.
I don't like the direction of this dialogue where it would mean.
Serrated and sharp, and they're forever replaced.
Dude, I would be the greatest furry ever if I had actual wolf teeth. You know?
Here we go. That's the first step. Daniel's gonna be a furry in like 3 months.
You know what they say, like the best. It's a terrible subject, but you know what they say the best part of bestiality is, right?
No.
No?
Cuddling after.
Oh my god!
The furrier the better, right?
Oh no! That's awful. Oh shit.
Based.
I'll say based on the weirdest shit, but alright.
I didn't say shit.
I know.
I just didn't know what direction that was going. That's why I was like, okay, based. It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Base definitely gets used both ways for sure now too, though. I like very ironically.
Well, you should be careful of that, because it sounds like you guys are all a little. Never mind.
No, say it. No, we need to know.
You'll figure it out.
That's so ominous. Are you gonna come with me in my sleep?
No.
I think I got one.
Just if you guys want to put on the fursuits and get into that, that's fine. I mean, I do
it's so
like.
hard now.
I like fursuits, but.
Oh, I don't need a suit. Oh, I don't need a suit. I'm furry.
He's ready.
All over.
You're a furry person? Furry?
Listen. This man was
freaking
built
Chewbacca
this way,
over here.
Okay?
Oh shit. No, I don't care for that stuff. Sorry, my guy.
Let's go.
And furry people, like I
like
know
the Lady Gaga song.
Oh,
Who's
God.
born this
like
way.
a goddamn captain from the
To
high
be clear,
seas.
by memeing, I don't want any confusion.
No, I think you're being dead serious.
Listen, we support you. Listen, Cinderella, we support you and your lifestyle choices, okay? We're very accepting here.
Depends on what kind of lifestyle choices, really.
No,
I'm semi.
I go pretty far sometimes, but yeah.
Any and all lifestyle.
Any and all lifestyle choices? I don't know.
We engage in radical acceptance.
Yeah.
Radical acceptance.
Want to marry a goat?
Radical.
Listen.
Well, you didn't have to go there, Daniel. I was about to say, with the exception
I've
of
known
one or
many
two
goats, not that one in particular, but I've known many.
Shit happens.
What was that? What was that noise? Was it the game?
This is the game.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing like a robosexual lifestyle alternative.
Not yet.
Shit, it's Adam. What's
Adam!
Commenting on the YouTube, damn.
Oh, you've been in the YouTube, bro? You know I don't fucking pay attention to that.
Oh,
Alright, let me pull it
Oh,
up.
it's the only way
Adam,
I
you
can watch it on my phone.
Very nice.
Well, you don't have the Kick app?
Not on my phone, no.
Yeah, you're annoying, Jordan. We don't want it. Like the YouTube.
Well, just because you don't, most of these people do.
I use a browser.
I can also use YouTube on my little digital audio player.
Digital audio player? What is this? 2007?
Yeah, we're old.
Got some. Dude, my IEMs on it are over $1,000.
Okay.
It's fucking iPod.
Okay.
No, it's a Chinese.
Not even. It's not even brand name. It's a bootleg.
Oh my god.
It's one of the best ones you can get.
You got it for $5.
You mean 20 years ago?
No, like 2 years ago. I got it for a BJ and a handshake.
Yeah, they do make nice ones.
Well, what about a ZJ?
What's that?
Well, if you have to ask.
I'm not an alien. I don't have the Z hole.
Oh, I'm so glad somebody said, "What's that?" Because then I got to say the line. None of you have watched Beer Fest. You're all uncultured swine.
I've seen Beer Fest.
I haven't seen Beer Fest.
And, you said, what's that? And
I saw that shit when I was like 13.
You have to ask, you can't afford it. God damn. What good
is that when Ramathorn was on the side of the street?
Yes.
Strictly Will Ferrell references, and I'm with you.
Fair.
True.
Fair. I do love a good Will Ferrell reference.
Jim Carrey.
I do love Jim Carrey.
Hell yeah, Me, Myself, and Irene.
That's a classic. That's one of my favorite intros ever.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Fucking absurd.
What? That's sad. It's worth.
Oh.
Back when we were allowed to have comedy.
True.
No,
nobody's allowed to have comedy.
No, comedy. Well, you know,
nobody's allowed to.
There's a reason why there's such a
the left or the right.
Well,
nobody's allowed.
That's not true. There's a reason why there's such a surge in stand-up comics. Like the reason stand-up comedy is taken to like an extreme stadium and arena level fan base is because so many comedy movies don't get greenlit anymore. People are too scared to make actual comedy films. We used to have a great comedy film like every other month when I was growing up. Like, if somebody was always like, dude, we would have fucking in a single year, it'd be like Pineapple Express, Step Brothers, what was a Dane Cook movie, fucking next year it's like The Hangover. Like, it was just nonstop, but nowadays,
that's actually a good observation. That's a good point. Like, now that I think about that too, I'm like, yeah, I mean, now, and then you had like a string of Adam Sandler things that he doesn't even do that stuff anymore.
Right.
So,
I hate Adam Sandler now.
I get no.
How do you hate Adam Sandler? Why do you not like him? Is he not good anymore? Someone said that they didn't like him, so I was just curious.
Just that, for me, the past decade has been shit from Adam Sandler, from my perspective.
That's
other than Uncut Gems. Other than Uncut
I
Gems.
love his original stuff.
Really good.
His original stuff.
No, it wasn't like an. I was just curious.
Yeah, like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, all those
agree.
originals I love, you know, yeah.
I'll look at it this way, Charlie. I look at it as like, I don't mind that they're putting out
they're gonna score, dude.
movies.
Yeah, as long as it's not Keenan Allen, I'm fine.
Jim Harbaugh's the shit.
Keaton Allen, oh, kill me.
Keenan Allen.
Adam Sandler put out an interesting movie. He was a jewel dealer.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
The ending was pretty like.
That's the Safdie brothers. Though. They make great movies. The Safdie brothers right now.
It was a good movie. It was a different role for a change, so I liked it. It's kind of slow. You gotta watch it. Though.
The Safdie brothers have two movies. They've directed Good Time, Heaven Knows What, and then the recent one being Uncut Gems. They direct as brothers together, but now they separated. So Benny Safdie is directing, I think, the Rock movie coming out, Smashing Machine, and then Josh Safdie is directing the new Timothée Chalamet movie, Marty Supreme.
I was actually going to bring up the Smashing Machine.
Yeah, so the brothers separated, and both of the movies that they have coming out look incredible. Marty Supreme is about the ping pong player, and the change in ping pong in America. And then, Smashing Machine is The Rock playing a WWE wrestler. That movie looks cool.
No, he's playing Mark Coleman, who is an amateur wrestler that lost the year he should have gone to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. He lost to Kurt Angle, who actually
isn't there a long backstory on this guy?
Yeah,
and I feel
there's
like
a huge backstory.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. The Rock's gonna play which character? Like,
the actual main character. Just go. Okay, so it's based off of a documentary called The Smashing Machine. Where they're like, oh man, this dude Mark Kirk, he's a beast, he's a savage, he's a smashing machine, he just destroys everyone. Right. And while they're filming it, they saw his life falling apart. And at the same time, his trainers called the Godfather of Ground and Pound, that's Mark Coleman. He was, he ended up winning that 2000 Pride Grand Prix that they thought, everyone thought Mark Coleman was going to win. But it's just, it's kind of sad. Like the thing, Mark Coleman was, every time he got into the cage, he was like, before the fight started, he was always like afraid. And dude, like, it's one of those stories. I think that it's not that I doubt The Rock can play that character. We just don't see The Rock play those characters. Right?
Well, this one at least hits home. That's why he'll be able to play it.
It's going to be a different movie, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to talk about it afterwards because the dude that Mark Kerr fought first, his name was Paul Varlins. He was, I actually knew him. Like, I met him when I lived in Alaska, and that dude was, like, the nicest guy. And it's like, I'm watching this, and he was also, like, 7 foot tall. Yeah. And Mark Kerr made him like fold. So it's like that dude made that guy fold. I'm just like, man, I can't even imagine.
I'm pretty so especially with these fighter stories and things like that. Yeah, like how it's portrayed, because it's. There's
a really good documentary called The Smashing Machine. Just if you ever watch two MMA documentaries, watch Choke and watch The Smashing Machine. Those are the only two. But I gotta go, guys. I gotta get to bed because I have.
Oh, you're smoking and running.
I have to. Yeah, dude. I have to work all day tomorrow, and then I have to get 2 hours sleep and then drive to Dallas.
Well, come by again, buddy. Like you rarely come around. We miss you.
I know it's the baby, dude. Just being up all day. By the time.
Oh shit! You're running the floor and you got a baby. Oh.
Yeah, he has a little mini.
Well, good luck, man. Bye.
Thanks. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All
Bye.
right, take care, buddy.
All right.
It was good to see you.
It's cool. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
Alrighty then. What else is new in the world? What's a positive thing?
So was that the first time you talked to the other Daniel, like Dick Squared?
No, I've talked to who, Lydic?
I don't mean in the chat.
Like in voice. Like in voice? No, I think you guys have been
on voice many times. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Jordan. Just the way you presented it made it sound like, hey.
Well, just because he's here in real life, I guess. That's why I was all excited about it.
Yeah, IRL.
Yeah, IRL.
What's new?
Did you just hit
when did you?
Well, what was that?
Was that a vape sound or just a deep breath?
Oh, sorry, you guys go.
I was asking you, Llama.
You go. What was the question?
Oh no, I was just breathe. I'm just a breather.
You're not allowed to breathe on this stream.
Yeah, dude.
The question I have though for all of you that are of the older Gen Z, early or very young millennial types. No insult, no shade. Love y'all. How was the whole YouTube what was your guys' association like with YouTube? Because for me, like
fucking brutal,
from like 10
dude. I used to watch
that was like my
the
world.
heading videos.
Whoa!
I remember when YouTube was very uncensored. I remember the early stages of YouTube.
I mean, I'm technically
you remember a time before you.
I'm a mid-millennial, but yeah, I remember that too.
I remember that era before they really started censoring YouTube.
Yeah.
No, that's not the question I asked. Do you remember before YouTube?
Oh no, I'm screwed.
Yeah, I mean, before YouTube, it was just like RuneScape.
I'm screwed. I need Jacoby. I need Jacoby.
Like, what was I doing on the internet before YouTube? I was probably playing RuneScape.
No, but this gives me an idea of somebody's age, right?
Right.
So you were born before YouTube.
My parents were pretty strict about computer access at first, so I didn't have a lot of computer access until like maybe middle school. Then MySpace came out when I was a freshman. So.
Okay. So all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That puts you at the age I kind of figured.
Yeah, I'm 31.
Which is,
or 32. I'm 32.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Trail me by.
So interesting. Like. That's only a 7-year difference from me, and it feels as though it's like completely different, like understandings of not understanding, but a completely different idea, you know. Just as much as like my 14-year-old brother-in-law, it's completely different there too, you know.
Your 7-year difference. I have a 10-year difference. It really does matter because
it's huge.
Even, when that stuff came about, we were already at that age, teens, or young adulthood, so. But you also have exam. It is weird. It's and then observing. I don't know. Even with your own kids, I don't know. YouTube kids shit is weird. Some of this shit's very kind of.
There's a whole issue with iPad
I get
babies.
it, giving your kids an electronic device because you're a tired parent and all that stuff. But sometimes.
No, iPad babies is a serious problem. My buddy.
I wasn't raised on a iPad. I was raised.
I wasn't either though. I was. Dude, my dad was very active in sports, and I was in football. I was in sax classes. I was a Boy Scout all the way until 7th grade when I took football more seriously. I was Cub Scout all the time. I was very outdoorsy. And my dad was of that, I'm from 100% that generation where if I was inside too long, my parents kicked me out, and I said, well, my friends are out of town. And he's like, you can go find some new friends. Like, I am that, like, from that era. Like, right before,
I remember.
you know, I would be forced to be outside. Like, I had to figure out what to do outside. And my parents felt like I was inside for too long.
I grew up in a town of like 500. So
yeah, it was get the fuck out.
I grew up in a town of like 500, so yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing about the street lights being on, like that's when you can come home. That's when you came home.
Yeah,
100%.
Like, that's unironically how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you weren't home by the time it was dark out, then you're in trouble. Like, you're kicked out of the house. But you better know, like, when it's actually dark and that sun's down, you better get home right away. I mean, I had a cell phone by then, but my first cell phone was in, like, 8th grade. So then, anytime before that, my middle school era, like, we were just wandering the neighborhoods. That's it. My parents didn't know where I was.
Yeah, you go outside. You
touch grass.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's hard to pitch this argument, but I really think all boys and girls, for that matter, should go through like Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. I really
do too. I strongly.
I mean, because
I remember.
I just gotta say, like, just the simplest of things. Like, I'm not expecting somebody to know how to fix a car, but like, it's basic shit. It's really basic.
I personally believe every guy should know how to fucking change a tire. The idea a guy doesn't know how to change a tire is like mind-boggling to me. I mean, I know how to change my oil now.
And it's just really helpful, I think, in a lot of different ways.
Like, kind of intuitive also. Like, it's not that hard to figure out.
It's so simple.
If you can't even figure out how to do it's pretty depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned how to do it in the military because I was a...
like, I know how to do it, but, like, also, you should just be able to, like, you can just look at it and figure it out.
It's like simple problem solving.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think, Cub Scouts help with all of that. I mean, you learn so many different little skills. You learn how to sew. You learn how to... which is, important for the day if you had to stitch somebody. We learned how to sew on, like, things in case we had to stitch someone. And then in Boy Scouts, dude, you got taught a lot. You got given, like, 3 things: rope, a tarp, and a knife. And you had to figure out how to create, your own sheet. And those were the 4 items you had. And we had to, create our own campsites. And they just dropped you off at the woods. And we had to build. We grabbed a bunch of different sticks, logs, and we built our own little... tents, and we slept in that area. And I remember being like, oh, this is like actual survival skills, where you don't show up with your car and a trunk full of stuff, and then you have a campfire and a camp out. You go back to your car and hit the gas station. You know what I mean? No, we knew how to survive in the woods, like, truly. We got taught how to fish, taught how to sail. I got up to Life Scout before I dropped out. But I mean, the skills you learn. And just even those simplest things. And even I believe strongly in people being a part of any kind of sport. I mean, it doesn't have to be as brutal as football, but, like, just have any kind of, like, Boy Scouts help with that a lot too, Girl Scouts too, but having any kind of, like, athletic hobby or any kind of activity. I think
group act, I agree, like, having the extracurricular,
I don't think you should be able to leave school unless you're well on your way to having CTE.
So, this is a great this is a great combo.
So you're well on your way to what?
I said until you're well on your way to having CTE.
Yeah.
True.
If I died here. But, I mean, tell me if this is crazy, but I just don't believe people should be allowed to walk the mile. I believe that we should have a sort of, the presidential fitness test, but a sort of physical activity among students. I think we should fix the cafeteria system and the trash food that we feed kids. I think that,
Wait, so you were in favor of the direction that... Whoa, pause. Were you in favor of the direction of... Wait, pause. Quick thing. And then you can go. Do you think... Did you like the direction Michelle Obama was taking the, like, healthy food in America to help kids, like, not be so fucking fat?
Cool. Yeah, I was in support of that. Anybody who fights for that cause, I'm in support of. I don't care.
Yeah, like, I don't have a problem with Trump bringing back the presidential fitness test. I don't have an issue with that.
No, not at all. I agree with all of those, and it does, it just gets to a point where, like, these fucking these bad
Pacergram fitness test. Sorry.
Look, I was gonna say, back in the day, if you walked the mile, you could. One, there was a kind of social shame about that, right? And then 2, like, especially in high school, you get away with it, I guess, if you were one of those people who was going to fail. Like, you're getting an F. You get a 0. So there was a consequence of that. Now, if you parents didn't care and shit like that. Now, granted, in high school, I was like one of those kids that skipped school, all the bad things you're not supposed to do. But like, I agree.
It's
like,
not gonna Barcode. It's not
of...
instantly gonna make you like better or fit or anything, but it's good to
no,
have,
but all right,
Tommy,
this is kind of a bit I was trying to work on, but I do seem to notice a trend that all school shooters are never like your athlete.
Are you trying?
And then the moment we had a fit and good-looking shooter, the whole fucking world fell in love with Luigi, but he still had poor physical health because of back complaints. I do think that poor physical health is like a direct correlation to poor mental health, and like this is what leads to this crazy psychosis that we have.
So these are the characteristics we look for, Daniel. Right. So one of the big thing is just isolation in general, right?
Yeah.
So these come out and so things like being an organized sport or collective activities, these patterns of behavior, what they typically see is somebody like troubled home backgrounds, usually mental health backgrounds, and also in addition social isolation. Right. That's a big key one. So
why do you think veterans, people that get out of the military and active military people, are so cooked mentally? Because a lot of it's like they didn't
have the presidential fitness test.
No, they just didn't have the structure that they needed to like.
Well, yeah, some of them get out and then they're like, "What the fuck do I do?" Because you're used to that's what I do. I mean, even as a civilian working for them, it's just easier. It's like I don't have to think writing anything because there's templates and memos for everything.
Okay,
it's very
Myers.
Yeah, agreed.
We threw Jacoby
Yeah, I
Myers.
agree. I mean, yeah, it is depressing with veterans. Wow, I was listening to who gave this speech. I feel like it came from a movie, but it talked about during World War II, like 1 out of every 5 soldiers actually shot their gun. They only had like a 20% shooting rate. And then, God, what fucking movie is this from, Jordan? And then when they went to Vietnam, they came back, they weren't getting like a job done, and it caused a mass amount of deaths. We needed more people to shoot. But then when we had the soldiers go into Vietnam, 80% of the people were shooting, and then it caused a mass depression. I know, it's driving me crazy, because then there is a point of the quote, and he says it's about finding like that perfect middle grounds where, you know,
we need this particular number of people to shoot other people.
Yeah. You know, it was from a general's like viewpoint, you know, which, you know, they're going to be callous in every one of their decisions.
So
they have to be.
A comparison between like the effects of World War II veterans, like versus like the Vietnam War. And
the effect mentally it had on veterans. So there was a higher cost because so many our soldiers in World War II weren't shooting; they're too scared to shoot. So there's a higher cost of life. But then when most of them shot in Vietnam, 80% shot, they came back more fucked up. So like there's a sweet grounds where they found where it's like, okay, here's how we need to take these two statistics and figure out the middle grounds of this is how many people we need to have.
But one of the premises being that World War II soldiers were afraid to shoot, or I think I would use the word reluctant or something else if I was going to go with that. And I don't disagree per se. We also didn't have the same like infantry on the ground, boots on the ground. Like we didn't have exactly the same involvement, nor was it like, you know, isolated to a fucking jungle. I mean, so there are some differences there, but as long as it's not riding solely on the fact that soldiers were afraid to shoot, because that's a little bit strange. That's a bit strange.
I don't know. It must be hard to try to murder somebody. Sometimes it probably gets to people.
Bro, why is Gino?
No, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like such a fucking
he sucks.
right
yeah, I heard like 80% shot high in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's very high. Yeah, and then there's the science behind firing squads. Why only a couple, like half of the guns have blanks and the other half have actual bullets, but nobody can tell which one had the blanks, and they all just shoot. And it's like, you know, some people don't really be responsible as executioners, so they do firing squads where only half of them are actual live ammunition. And it's to help the mental health of the soldiers who have to kill those people in firing squads.
Well, I mean, you just go back to what Nazi Germany did, and they segmented everything, right? So if you're clean, like you're a rounder up versus, you know, you're the person who, you know, is watching it. Like they separated it. Like, if you were reserve police or reserve battalions, they all had these different jobs. So, and to compartmentalize that. I mean, that was one reason. I'm not going to give them the credit of, they, planned it all such that, just in favor of soldiers and getting the job done. Although that was a big factor, of course. It's a little more chaotic.
I don't know if you were in the chat earlier, but I did talk about how, boomers, 88% of them, don't believe in political violence being a resolution towards, differing opinions. While we're currently at a statistic where with Gen Z, 52% of Gen Zers don't agree with political violence, while clearly the other 48% believe that it might be necessary in certain situations.
Yeah, I heard I saw some out there kind of like that.
Yeah, what's going on with these kids? How do we get these kids mentally healthy again? Because this is a sick...
I wonder what the statistics were on boomers back in the 60s.
I think it's just very similar, comparisons for the past.
Yeah,
social uprising, right? You're going to see the younger generations that are going to probably, lean towards that more.
No, but in times of strife in American history, there's been periods of time where, and boomers during the 60s were fucking crazy during
That's a good point,
Vietnam.
Kirk.
You know what I mean? The hating war shit. I believe that. I don't know what the statistics were on polling for boomers post Vietnam when all the videos came out, but I guarantee you a lot of those younger people at that time were ready for violence if it was needed to stop that.
Well, you had boomers, but remember, the warrior and lost generations are in there too, who'd already been dragged through World War I. They're still alive. They're their parents.
True.
So yeah, and it's like that. So we do see this, happen in these generations.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by the statistic, if we're just taking it, loosely, because without considering too much about the statistical standpoint of it.
I think this is my radical belief.
Broccoli head death squad.
I think we completely force the children to work out. They're all just forced to suffer physical discipline. All parents are forced to get behind this new condition. We quit with the malnourishment. It's funny, malnourishment. A lot of people think somebody who's obese isn't malnourished, but malnourishment is just making sure you get the proper nutrition. You could be obese still and malnourished, and it's just making people are properly. Yeah, people need to be properly nourished, have proper food in our school systems, and we need to implement early PE classes. Don't push it all to the end of the day. See if you get them in the first 3 periods, all kids, and starts just implementing higher physical health, and that way we can start trying to get a better mental health among all of these radicalized youth among us.
Radical youth.
The radical
left youth.
Yeah. These commie leftists.
These commie elementary school children.
I saw a 5-year-old. Man. Hey, you say that. You saw the video I sent you.
Which one? Oh, the kids? Yeah, I saw that was pretty fucked.
That was fucked, dude. Yeah. That was insane.
Yeah, I agree.
It was nice talking to you all. I think I'm going to head out. I had a 13-hour stream today.
Nice. Wow. Well, it's great talking to you.
Then I'll see you on Wednesday, yeah? Yeah, buddy?
Hell yeah, we'll see you
then,
buddy.
If I see you on tomorrow, I might hop on your stream as well.
Sweet, sounds like a plan. We'll holler at y'all later. See y'all.
Take care.
See y'all. Goodbye.
Take care. All right, have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
I like him. He's a
good night, Mike. Yeah, that's new. I haven't talked to that person.
Yeah, he's on pretty much every time I stream. He's pretty
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. What should we talk about now? Conspiracy theories?
No.
Aww, that's my favorite.
I know. That's why.
What about Tower 7, though?
Towers? Oh, God, please don't.
But why?
Because I don't want to dash your hopes and dreams. That's why.
There's no hopes and dreams. I want to be wrong, Jordan. But do you really think MK Ultra just ended? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, dude?
Oh my god.
There are new practices, okay?
What is it now?
Is
it lean? Have they been distributing
I'm down
the lean?
with what you're saying. I put my book down. MK Ultra didn't end.
Why would we think they would ever end as such an effective program?
Don't encourage him, Victoria.
It doesn't, like, seriously.
Oh, no. It's not an encouragement. It's just facts.
Yes. I mean, let's look at the facts here. Do you think that somehow the CIA gained a change of heart over 40 years?
Well, no, the thing that I think has changed is, or that's a little misunderstood, is see, we all look at the CIA, and yeah, of course, especially back in the day. Just now, though, it's always corporatocracy. It's corporate. It's private.
I agree.
So it's not just CIA, big bad CIA. In fact, they've been, they still do psychological warfare and other kinds of things all the time, but it's really private sector.
I mean, with MK Ultra, I don't know how much the corporatocracy would be involved in that. As far as just bad policies that hurt Americans, I think that corporatocracy is a huge fault. But like with MK Ultra and people trying to brainwash the masses, I think they have poisoned the water supplies. They have used the media, the
see you,
major.
Van Kirk. Take care, buddy. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Van Kirk.
Saying the government poisoned the water. I mean, I think it's the government and maybe it's Elon Musk.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe. Probably is, dude. I think Maybelline? The makeup brands, cause
they actually do probably pollute a lot.
Yeah. Like I do think, a lot of the products we're putting on our skin are probably, Now I wonder what the average healthy individual was. I know our fruit systems, like we get like an eighth the amount of nutrition in just our fruits because of the soil. I mean, I learned that from Sad Guru.
Our fruit
soils,
systems like apple.
Like an apple and orange, our farms. Oh, yeah. All of our farming is like severely hurt because of the soil. We strip the soil so it doesn't provide the same nutrients that, orange, a peach, a plum used to have, carrots, cucumbers used to have in the 80s even. So then there is a serious issue with the soil. They measure the soil all the time. I don't know really how you fix that other than just grow your own fruits and vegetables.
Needs better discipline.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what happens when you have factory farming. We're doing it at such a mass that, of course, you're going to get a little lesser product. And they created, fruits to have just the same sugar quantity, but it has a serious, lack of the vitamin C that we used to have. But yeah, with MK Ultra specifically, I believe that what we're currently I believe that there's sleeper cell agents inside both liberal and conservative groups, and these sleeper cells are activated like a fucking Thomas Crooks or a Tyler Robinson, and that's why in a Vegas shooting, and that's why whenever these extreme shootings and massacres happen, we never get proper answers. Nobody ever feels satisfied. There's certain times where a fucking massacre happens, we know that was just a fucking lunatic kid who's mad at school, his school bullies. You can kind of settle with that. But Thomas Crooks, I feel like, the house was cleaned and we never heard more from it. The Vegas shooting to this day feels odd to me. I still don't understand why, we don't have motives still.
Double tap?
The guy who shot 500 people.
Do me a favor. You believe in God. Pray for a touchdown to Jacoby Myers, please.
That's not how God works.
What do you mean?
I hope you get your
I thought that was exactly how it worked.
No, dude. That is not how God works. Listen,
shit.
You can't just pray to Jesus to make you richer, okay?
That's not...
But I hope you get a Jacoby Myers touchdown, and I hope the Chargers win.
I think that's what'll happen.
I still think the Chargers are going to win, but I hope you get your Jacoby Myers touchdown.
I really hope so. I'm in the lead by a couple points right now.
You see that Bills comeback against the Ravens?
Dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They are scary, the Bills, man.
Yeah.
They look good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bills are good, but they always choke in the playoffs. So I mean, we'll see. They're good. They've been good every year.
They've
been good the last 3-4 years.
AFC Championship though,
yeah.
I'd hardly.
Choke.
Well, I mean though.
Choke.
Although let's be real. There's only one team that has lost 4 Super Bowls in a row, And that's the Bills.
Yeah. And yeah. But I mean, no, I still think MK Ultra is an ongoing program. I think that they put.
He's like, okay, enough football. Let's get back to the conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for that. I'm like, I'm all about like gang stalking and acoustics and radios and like.
I think there's extremist Reddit groups like gore groups, and I think that the programming now exists and the constant flashing of violence towards these kids and a direction that it takes. I think high intelligent groups such as the CIA know how to program certain and target certain kids, and when you're on an FBI watch list, I think that they figure out how to utilize you and push you in directions, and that's why they're not getting involved in stopping a lot of these shootings. I think that there is like a sleeper cell activation among a lot of people who commit all these insane crimes. And that's why, like, whenever they do investigations after the fact, it just feels like everything gets washed and we don't get proper answers. I think if MK Ultra existed and we know this now as a documentary on Netflix, and we know what they were doing in the 60s and 70s and probably the 80s, and we know what fucking COINTELPRO was doing in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
SpongeBob was invented by MK Ultra as a form of mental torture. True.
What was it? Well, who knows? Who knows? At the end of the day,
you're in 3rd and 17 and you're passing short? Are you fucking retarded?
The more influential you become,
what an idiot.
The more likely you're going to be approached by the CIA.
What a loser.
The Raiders suck, bro. The Raiders will never win.
I don't care about them winning. I just need
the
points
problem
for
is
Jacoby.
the reason they don't win is because they'll never make good decisions in times that matter.
Field goal. What a waste, bro.
COINTELPRO's crazy. I still believe that exists. I 100% believe that COINTELPRO existed among the Black Lives Matter protests that happened in 2020. I believe it happened in January 6th. I believe it happened in the ICE raids. I believe that when you have, out of nowhere, zero video evidence, bricks being dropped off in certain areas of neighborhoods and nobody knows who dropped the bricks off, that screams inside job to me. I believe they want to sow chaos. Chaos creates heavy division. Heavy division creates radical laws and policy changes. And so I do believe that, you know, these governing bodies like the CIA, FBI are still, you know, doing their wicked shit inside of this machine. I don't know. I know that they are still destabilizing nations, and they're still destabilizing our own nation.
Oh, they destabilized you just now.
Fucking, I'm fried out, dude. Yeah. It's probably because I spoke too much about MK Ultra, dude. They got the little chip in my brain from the fucking COVID vaccine.
Oh my god.
Just to bring it back to MK Ultra real quick.
Yeah.
Why would they continue such like an ineffective program? Like, why would they continue that particular program?
No, I mean, I think
as opposed to like other ones that were not discovered.
What laws did BLM change?
Let's see. That's a great question. I know there are several. I know that they definitely created a program that allowed a lot of inmates to get out on early release that may not have been deserving. And I know
just my understanding of the MK Ultra specifically.
No, my bad. I was answering Cosmic Stray. My apologies. But as far as MK Ultra goes, I think they just changed the title. I don't think we know what the current program that they have and what they call it now. But I think they changed their tactics and they changed the title. But the ultimate purpose of MK Ultra is to, you know, brainwash and control the masses and certain individuals to see if they could have certain individuals do, you know, crazy psychotic things on behalf of a government or the CIA. I won't even call it the government. I believe that they're very, you know, anti-American at times.
The CIA?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you believe CIA killed JFK, how's that not anti-American? But yeah, what was the other question?
The CIA, like the whole entity killed?
No, not
JFK?
the whole entity, but when you see or hear people who work for the CIA, you know, even they know very little about what's going on. It's like being Navy SEAL.
Yeah, it's like compartmentalization or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're sent on your mission. You know what your mission is. You don't know what the other missions that other people, you know, other veterans are doing. And that's just military secrecy. It's the same thing that goes on inside of the CIA.
You know, I don't know either way. I'm like, that was way before I was born. Like, fuck it. As far as JFK goes, like, yeah. For all I know, the CIA could have been involved, or it could be a rogue CIA agent. Could be just like some fucking nut that we don't know about. I don't know. For sure. But yeah, no, the MK Ultra one. Because wasn't the like main focus of that like to utilize LSD to try to see if they can leverage that to?
This is more. Like, this is the testing of drugs and different practices, for the purposes of like behavioral modification, specifically like with intelligence and espionage collection, but also with population control and variety of other manipulation techniques. But yes, a lot of drugs, and a lot of.
Well, yeah, I just feel like they would have shut. Just see if they can control.
I just think they would have shut MK Ultra down and done another one.
In terms of like psychological warfare and like that went across like all departments.
Yeah, no, like I don't doubt that there's psychological warfare. I just feel like they probably would have shut down MK Ultra and started a different program.
Yeah, they did, and that's what I think Daniel's ultimately saying. It's like the foundations, and yeah, I mean, I would agree. I don't, as back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Well, things still go on today, but I think it's not really like it was, 70 years
Particularly
ago.
Post,
we won't know until 30 years from now. The new streaming
wild.
site creates a documentary, and then we can, VR the documentary, and we could be inside the conspiracy. Yeah. That's our future, but we won't really know until
inside the conspiracy,
right? Because they don't reveal this info until there's so much going on in the world that they go, all right, we could release a couple documents from 50 years ago now. That'll be fine. It'll just blow right over.
Just declassifying.
Because,
as long as it follows the records retention schedule, which gets iffy, but
yeah, I mean, even the concept of COINTELPRO is so fucking crazy. Judas and the Black Messiah and the assassination of Fred Hampton, and you just think about the 10,000 chaos agents that were sent among all these different groups.
Chaos agents sounds like something out of
it is hilarious, but that's what they are. They're chaos agents. They are sent in to disrupt the organization. So they joined the Black Panther Party.
No, I mean, CIA totally guilty. Yeah, they've done that in the past. I don't give them all the credit for everything. It's like
no, I don't either.
Sole mission is to just destroy us from the inside. I'm like, no, that's not really profitable or sensible for them to do. Is there aspects of that? Yeah,
that's fine.
But on other nations and other places, that's a whole other ball game. And to what extent and all that. But it's not just the CIA. Like, if you want to say CIA just as a blanket term for government and other parties, like.
No, I think they're outside of our government. I think sometimes we've given too much power to the CIA and they operate without government approval. And we have enough evidence that shows that when you look at the Barry Seals case.
I think anybody who's used a bidet knows how good they are. I think they're appropriately
I'm so
rated
jealous.
as fuck.
So my girlfriend was just in the Jason Derulo.
He knows you're just joking, Daniel.
Dude, they had a bidet. She told me about it. I've never used a bidet, and I would love to try that out.
CIA?
No, my bad. There's a comment over here that said Daniel's going to be in a nursing home 30 years from now saying, I told you there was nanobots in the bidets.
Ooh,
that's a great joke.
Ooh, smart
I would love to use a bidet one day. You know, if I'm doing successful
it's actually, I'm not exaggerating when I say it's life-changing.
I do like that joke, too, because if you watch South Park, the Japanese toilet conspiracy, I love it. He's like, I got fucking shot, bro. He's like, stop talking about bidets. We love toilet paper. We're going to keep using toilet paper.
Just keep giving it to Najee Harris. Keep running.
Go
ahead.
Just one question I have, to people that get into a lot of different theories about things is suppose you are correct. What can you do about it? What are you hoping to change? What are the objectives there? and putting all this attention and focus and studying.
Oh, no.
It's so simple, sir.
Oh no.
The only thing we can ever do is recognize is that the devil controls this world, and all we can do is praise Jesus, pray to Jesus to deliver us from evil.
Pass me the road, please.
Good Lord.
Because
Literally.
we are doomed. We will never fix this. we will never fix the evil that exists in the devil's worlds. You know? What we can do is pray for one another. Pray for one another.
Okay.
And
yeah.
You know what I need you to pray for?
Pray for Jesus,
our
fix your sinner heart.
Greatest prophet.
Hold on, I need to pray for Jesus?
Jacoby Myers.
I thought he was like the only one you didn't need to pray for.
No, pray to Jesus, for Jesus. You know, words.
For
Jesus, yeah. Please forgive Jesus, bro. Please.
Guide the hands.
Less words get points
Jacoby,
across. Pray Jesus.
As he helps me win my fantasy matchup.
I mean, dude, there's no way you can fucking beat something as powerful as that, you know? I mean...
Ooh, make a mouse compete.
I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know what stops... You know, these evil entities that fucking, you know, they'll keep ongoing
the power
worse.
of the mind, man. It's pretty intense.
Wait, is it still there? Because I want to transfer that out.
Was that a hotel Bible? No, actually, this is a Bible placed by the Gideons that I took out of a motel. So, no, this was given to me by somebody, friend's brother. Very, very liberal guy, actually, who hates Trump with a passion, gave me that Bible.
I think Jesus would have appreciated it more if you had stolen
it. Yeah, dude. I mean, I always love that one quote. No, I mean, I do believe in praying to Jesus. Over the last couple of years, I became more religious, and it's been very helpful.
No hate on people that actually, like, for real. Like, I grew up Christian, and I'm not now, but yeah, no, I can like appreciate the like the teaching of, you know, turning the other cheek and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I go to a non-denominational church, and I took my girlfriend there, and she's only ever been in Catholic churches her whole life, so it was like foreign to her. She's like, oh, there's like it's very new age. That's what I had to explain to her. I'm like, it's very new age. They're not political. Like, they gave you know, a little speech about, you know, the evil that exists in this world. They mentioned Charlie Kirk. They mentioned the, you know, lawmakers in Minnesota. They mentioned everybody, and 9/11, and
you're up by 11
all,
points.
All of it. And they're like, you know, with so much evil and the people that express evil on the internet, you know, there's a time that we got to recognize that we got to pray, and, you know, do our best to be a community, pray for our community, and try to, you know, pray to Jesus and try to keep peace in our heart during these times.
Amen.
I mean, sometimes all you can do.
I try to go out and
Sweet, dude. I got Jordan to say amen.
Yeah,
I try to go out and actually like engage with homeless people and that kind of stuff. Like I'm atheist, but I do try to be like a moral person and stuff.
Yeah, dude, I was like the opposite. I grew up, you know, never really going to church, never going, and so I did not have a religious family. I wouldn't say I was ever atheist, but I was definitely agnostic for the longest time. And then, you know, over the last few years, I became more Christian.
Yeah, no, I grew up the opposite. I grew up like more hardcore, and then
Herbert fumbled the ball. Raiders are now past midfield.
It was good. I live a heavy, promiscuous life, and I wanted to stop this
not
way
just
of
the
sins.
A men, but the A women and the A children.
The A women. Well, why would the children be mentioned though? I'm so confused.
That's Star Wars. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Anakin. Not just the men, but the women and the children too, with the terrible directing he had from George Lucas in that second movie. Oh my God! They're not like a...
Yeah, I believe the CIA is still doing things to, you know, what's the next country they're going to destroy? Who's doing successful? Singapore? Who knows what's next to be victims to whatever.
Singapore?
I'm saying who's doing well, you know?
I think their main objective is to further our interests, and generally that means like and getting other countries indebted to us for sure. I think that's their main mechanism that they employ.
And the tactics they use to do it is like pure evil.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm not. I do think that there is fucked up shit within our government. Like I don't disagree on that kind of stuff.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard a recent stat that says 50% of all engagement on social media these days, from like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's all bots. 50%. That's an insane number.
I would say that I don't even pay attention to like the statistics that people provide you as far as that kind of stuff goes. It's not very. They don't understand what they're talking about most of the time.
But like internet theory. Dun, dun, dun.
Bruh, technically, like robots are actually the majority of interaction on the internet. So it's just like kind of a nonsense statement, honestly, if you like are technical about it. Yeah. I'm serious. It's like 90% of handshakes online are machine to machine. They have it's no human request engaging in the request. So it's like absurd for people to even like make a big deal about it. That's been the way that it's worked for quite a while.
Okay, the end user is thinking that these are people on the other end. We're not talking about communication protocol. But I get what you're
that's what the statistics are including, though. That's what I'm pointing out.
Oh no, I don't. The problem is it depends on how they're
the way they're presenting the data is misrepresentative. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I don't doubt that, but you could make arguments for that too. I do think there's significant bot activity, and also just campaigns.
I know. I'm just saying that there was also significant bot activity 20 years ago, the same way. Like the notion that it's actually like I don't know. Yeah. I remember back in the AOL days. Like half of the people on AOL were bots. Like that's the 90s. So.
Man, you know what? It's a conspiracy, and it's really not a conspiracy. The one that I learned in 2020 that turned me into conspiracist. Like it all started. This is where I started believing in Pizzagate. Thought everybody was crazy. This is where I started. The Epstein Island shit. I'm like, it goes deeper than that. He's just a fall guy. But I learned about Mark Dutroux. It's spelled MarcDutreux. But yeah, dude, this guy, this is one of the most insane stories I ever heard. It fucking shook my world so much that I just started any conspiracy now. I'm like, I don't fucking trust nothing in this world. It's like, this is what leads you to become Christian. This guy was in Belgium. He's like by, close to the NATO building. But he was just, I forget what they even said his career was, but he wasn't a very rich person. But he was kidnapping children and killing children. When they finally busted him, he had like 12 children bones in one house, but he had tunnels that connected to like 11 different houses all throughout the neighborhood. And the reason they busted him is because one child finally escaped, and when they raided him and found all these tunnels and stuff, they found like 2 more hidden children. So there's 3 children in these children testimonies. And it was insane because the children testimonies said they'd be like gang raped and that they saw other children get murdered as sacrifices amongst a bunch of cloaked men. And this guy would go around. It was only 4 people who got arrested and charged, even though the children said that there would be upwards to like 12 to 15. And everybody who investigated on this case, from the cops to investigative journalists to even a judge, all got murdered. Everyone will get murdered in this case. Anybody who tried to find like the truth of this case, this was like 2004, I think, maybe a little earlier. But the whole nation of Belgium was like, what the fuck is going on with this case? They had a thing called the White March, and upward to like 400,000 people marched at the Capitol over in Belgium, demanding that this case be investigated, and all these people that are being assassinated, like, we figure out what's going on. But essentially, it was like the deep theory was that the politicians and the government were so. What? Are you up now?
By decent margin.
All right, let's
but
go.
Still not.
Just let the Chargers
good.
run it. But no, it was crazy because this is all true. Like, there's so much documentation on this. But ultimately.
So can I inquire something?
What was that? Go ahead.
Because you made a comment about that, like, this is what turns me to Christianity, in response to saying that, like, you're finding it difficult to determine truth, like what is true, correct?
Well, it moved me to Christianity because I really felt like the world is far more like devil influenced than I came to realize. Like, even the governments are influenced by such evils. It definitely feels like. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's just like when you find out, like, they're by a NATO building too. Like, the big conspiracists believe, like, it's world leaders from across, just all over the globe, or anybody that's a part of whatever he had going on. And it was like an Abersac Satanist cult. Also, he was an Abersac Satanist, and and they would do the brutal shit to these kids. And, like, they found there's different limbs all over, buried in the yards. He had tunnels to 11 houses. He didn't even have the money to have that kind of operation. It made zero sense to anybody. But like, and then with kids' testimony saying there's so many more people, and then 27. The number was 27 deaths surrounded this case. People who were murdered trying to investigate this case, and it's like still something that's so silenced in Belgium, that you just go, oh, like, there's fucking no hope. For humanity. Like, this is that guy got released. That's when I really found out the 3 people who helped assist him in kidnapping children got out within like a decade, and that guy only got up to like 23 years, even though he brutally murdered children and had their dead bodies all over his yard and were kidnapping him. The children identified him, the 3 that actually escaped, and he's, I believe, out of prison now. And it's like, you just go, how the fuck is that even possible? But, you just know that there's, like, a governing body that protected him. So, you hear all that, and I just go, oh, like, the devil's real. Like, the most powerful people in the world, I'm not saying they're all fucking devil worshippers, but there are powerful people in this world that are devil worshippers. And if, like, people that are that powerful are devil worshippers, then, I'd rather believe in Jesus. I'd rather believe in God.
Okay, so I guess, like, one of my strongest criticisms of Christianity, like, when I was deconstructing all that kind of stuff growing up, right, is, and what I've eventually arrived at is, what are the mechanisms that the religion that you ascribe to provides for you to determine truth?
Say it again.
What are the mechanisms that your religion provides you to determine what is true?
I don't know, because I'm like a new churchgoer, but I can say that there is like a general Holy Spirit. Like, when you pray, when you are like really indulged and just truly, being like just prayerful, praying to God, like really engaging in the fact that Jesus Christ saved our souls.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I can't explain it. It's just such a feeling you feel. It's almost like a high, like.
Definitely. Yeah, I actually know what you're talking about, and so, I think.
Go ahead.
My problem with that is it feels really unreliable.
Oh, I had things that really changed, like the timing and like the moments in it. It felt so surreal. It felt like God was truly sending me messages too. That is a huge part. I forgot. That's a massive reason why I just kind of like began, like I forget, like this was such a huge moment. But there was like one time I was so down, I couldn't get a job. I didn't know what to do. I applied to reached out to so many individuals. And for a whole month, like, I could not get any work, and it was reaching a point where I wasn't going to be able to pay rent. I didn't know what was going to happen in my life. And I remember just kind of, like, breaking down, going, fuck, dude, all I did was pray incredibly hard to God, and I read the Bible. And the next day, like, in the most insane turn of events, I was offered 5 job opportunities. I couldn't get anything for a month. But I remember breaking down, reading the Bible, praying for help from God the night before, and the next day I got 5 job opportunities before the day ended. It just felt like a sign from God. I couldn't explain that to any person, you know. I couldn't explain in a logical sense. It was just something that happened in my life that I'm very grateful for, that felt like a message from God. I've had several of those examples where it just felt too surreal to explain.
Fair. And I feel like that's like a very common, like, experience for people.
Yeah, that's why I encourage people to really pray, like, really, like, just, like, almost, like, give yourself up to thinking God's the only answer, and you might actually receive a message.
My criticism, though, still, like, stands, though, is, like, that I would say to what kept eating away at me after I felt like I had similar experiences like that and kind of whatever, is it was not a consistent thing. It felt really profound, and I thought that it seemed like in my mind, it kind of, like, logically in some sort of a way made sense, because it, like, gave me some endorphin reliefs or whatever, right? I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
I feel you. Sometimes I don't feel like it's consistent
like
either.
religion. Yeah, I'm not trying to, like, deconstruct, like, your faith or anything. Just, like, what's the mechanisms for determining the truth and, like, those kinds of things. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe I wasn't being as true to my faith, and that's why it doesn't feel as consistent. Like, sometimes I have desperately prayed to God and received an answer, and then other times I pray to God just hoping that He'll solve an issue of mine, and I don't.
In real life, though, if you look to examples outside of yourself, right, there are plenty of people that do incredibly good and pray, and, like, really terrible things happen to them, and then they're like, the consistency to the logic that is provided is, like, falls short of reality.
I mean, the logic is that there's an eternity after this life. So essentially, those who are wronged in this world, that they did right, you know, they'll be met with favor afterwards. That's the essential idea, and, like, that's one of the things I struggle with.
Definitely, I'm pretty much trying to be purely, like, pragmatic about it, like, in the practical sense. How does it practically affect us? And that's why I'm not trying to, like, call your, like,
oh, you're fine.
I'm not trying to, like, make you question your faith or whatever.
It would
like
be impossible.
Yeah.
I like having the conversation. It would be impossible to make me question what I've experienced. And
Trust me, I've tried.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, I felt passionate. When I was really young, I felt passionately the same way as you, from similar, like, maybe not, like, I got similar feelings from from whatever experiences I had, or I described them similarly to you, I would say. Yeah. But then, I don't know. Eventually, for me, it just didn't end up, like, serving me very well in the long run. Like, my life actually didn't end up getting any better. Like, like, I still do try to do good things, but, like, honestly, my life got better after I said out loud that I don't believe in God. And, like, I honestly, the first time I said that out loud, I thought I would be, like, struck down by lightning, that, like, God isn't real, and that I don't believe in God, and saying all that kind of stuff. And I wasn't. Like, that was one of the most liberating moments of my life. And since then, my life, I felt like it has improved. But yeah, no, that's, like,
it probably is because, like, you know, if you really,
it feels really profound to me on a different side.
Yeah, I mean, I would wonder, like, if you didn't really believe in God, would you even feel necessary having to say that? You know, I think ultimately it's because there's still an inkling in you that probably does believe in God, and it's just waiting to, you know, reinvent itself in you in some other form.
That's not how that works.
No,
I don't know how. I don't know how it works. I don't think you know either.
I think in general,
no,
it's like,
I'm not talking about the God existing or not. I'm talking about whether like the way we think about it.
Oh, I know, but saying like I don't believe in God to yourself, it still feels like you kind of believe in God. You know?
I don't believe in any of the things that have been presented to me. They haven't met a burden of proof. It's simple as that. If you want me to believe in God, you're going to have to actually convince me that there is one, which means you're going to have a level of evidence that would convince me, which...
I did catch a ghost on camera.
To me, it seems just as probable and comforting.
No, dude, I still have video.
You'll have to show me.
Yeah. So that was the first thing that shook me as well. I still don't understand what I saw, and the only person who saw it was me and Harry.
Can I tell you something else that makes it even weirder?
What?
Let's say you did actually catch a ghost on camera and ghosts exist.
Whoa.
That still doesn't prove God exists.
That totally proves God exists, dude.
It really doesn't.
For a second. Fucking. Yeah. Are you kidding
all that
me,
proves,
Jordan?
if it's true,
are you kidding
which I'm still going to be skeptical, if it's true, all that proves is that ghosts exist.
Dude, if ghosts exist, God exists, brother. That means souls
why does
exist.
one follow the other?
Because souls exist. That's the ultimate concept.
Why does a soul existing mean God exists?
Yeah, the logical leaps that religious people do is like funny to me sometimes.
It just doesn't work. It just don't work for me.
Yeah. To me, it makes like it's literally just like it makes more sense to me to believe in like science fiction writing. It like to me, it's arbitrarily makes just as much sense.
That's what it sounds like.
No, not at all. Yeah. I'm just saying that like to me it.
All right, whatever you say, Elron.
As much sense. Yeah.
Yep.
No, Scientologists, they think like aliens actually created us and shit then, don't they?
Uh-huh. They're pretty crazy.
I'll tell you right now, I'm still growing my own faith. I'm still growing my own faith and learning. It's just, you know, you have a couple experiences like that and you just feel like something's undeniable. Like, I can't, like, question something that's been so in favor of me in those signs.
That's fine. I don't really care about your purpose or belief.
You know, to talk about my own belief isn't trying to convert anybody. It's literally just speaking from my perspective.
No, I know that. Geno Smith sacked for -11 yards. Okay,
but to encourage anybody who's questioning,
do not throw.
Want to be a part of that.
To Keenan Allen.
Yeah, where are we at right now? I'm about to win, right?
Yeah, I think you're about to win, and I think I'm about to win too, buddy.
Oh, they got the ball though. Yeah, but that's it.
No, Geno Smith just got sacked on 4th and 3.
Oh, it's over.
No, there's still 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, dude. They're so fucking bad. Dude.
The Raiders got 2 timeouts.
They're so bad.
So 1 first down, and this game's over. Maybe 2 first downs.
No, there's still the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I guess
wait, what? They fumbled?
Football Fox.
Who did?
Omarion Hampton just fumbled and the Raiders recovered. Holy shit! What a shit!
That's fine. The good news
dog shit game.
The good news for me, it is a terrible game. Is the Raiders have a horrible offense.
Dude, there's like 4 or 5 turnovers this game.
You do realize there's Jim Harbaugh though, right? So he's the new. He came from Michigan.
And Geno Smith throws an incompletion right away, right out the gate. Dude, this is so awful.
Sorry, what were you guys saying on the chat? What's the people saying, bro?
They're talking about Mormons now, I think.
Yeah, dude, the Mormons are kind of out there.
Well, you gotta understand from our perspective, everybody's kind of out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're kind of out there.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's
so what I was going to propose to you is that
I will kill you.
You're going to propose to me?
I will absolutely. Yeah. How fucking dare you?
Go ahead, bub. What were you saying?
What I found to be like much more reliable mechanisms for determining truth about like the world around me and the things that I interact with and stuff like that, it has come from like mathematics, and particularly the study of, it's formerly called like first order logic, but you would find this in, they would call it discrete math. Yeah, discrete mathematics, and like
so you believe in
there are a few different titles of that.
That we are all AI and that we're all in a simulation.
There's a possibility.
No, I was just saying that is worth looking into, just like to gain more mechanisms for determining truth about the world around you. That's just like as something extra to support to help you.
Jacoby, another cat.
So learn more Christian math.
4th and 5.
Just like
so
the cool thing about math is it's objective. Like, you know, like a Christian and a Muslim and a Jewish person could also like
walk into
completely
I
agree
got
on
a
math.
great one. I got a great one. You guys want to hear the most offensive thing I've said all day?
Let's go. Here we go. Offensive joke. Wait, let's say goodnight to YouTube, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, YouTube. Retards. Bye.
This is the most offensive.